All right. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with a live stream video and sitting around New Year's Eve, not going out anywhere tonight. So I figured I'd go ahead and sit around, kind of talk about some pickups over the month, I guess. Yeah, so I've picked up quite a few things over the past month, and I figured I would go ahead and talk about them, discuss them. You know, maybe what are you guys interested in? You know, Transformers, Marvel Legends. What are you looking for next year? You know, what are those Grail items that you're after next year? And kind of talk about that and have a beer with you all. And yeah, good times, good times. Let's see here. All right. Have a beer with you all, and yeah, good times, good times. There we go. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Have a beer with you all, and all right, good deal. So we are. Let's see here. Looking at going. What do we want to talk about? Oh gosh, I got all kinds of stuff like over here. Which is interesting. I've got some Little Masters of the Universe stuff. I've got Ghostbusters, Transformers, other Masters of the Universe, all kinds of stuff. Very cool, very interesting. So I don't know. I guess let's start with the Mega Construx. You guys like the Mega Construx stuff? So I was in Wichita Falls, Texas, actually, over Thanksgiving, and I found some of the Mega Construx Motu figures, which I've been getting into lately. They're like little itty bitty tiny action figures, which are very interesting. So I went ahead and picked them up because I've never seen them out on the shelves here in Indiana. So if you don't know, I live in Indiana, Midwest. So if you're in the Midwest, how you doing? Very cool to have you. And yeah, so I've been picking up these Mega Construx figures up for a minute, and I reviewed a few of them. I haven't got to review a lot of these. I need to get back to reviewing these. But I picked up Stinkor here, which was very cool. I definitely dig that. And yeah, it's definitely very neat. All right, that was weird. Hey, Dark Hunter Master, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, my internet went wonky there, kind of funky. That's very strange. The time I livecast is when I have an internet issue. So yeah, hi, hey, Dark Master, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. There he is. We're sitting around. We're talking about some figures picked up over the past month. Taking a look, I got a pile of jazz over here. Transformers, Masters of the Universe, Marvel stuff. I don't know. What do you collect, man? What is your fancy? Do you like the Motu? I'm looking at the Dark Hunter there. I like the thumbnail. That's pretty wicked, man. Very cool stuff. But yeah. We were talking about the Masters of the Universe, the Mega Construx stuff, right? So I found these all up on the shelf and had to get them, like, because I mean, they look like the little old school Motu figures. So I found Stinkor and Fisto right here. He was pretty cool. And then a Faker in battle armor. I don't remember if they did a Faker in battle armor in the 80s or not. I have to go back and look at some of my old figures and take a look and see. And then I found an Evil Lyn that had an alternate deco of black and white, which was really cool. OG Transformers, huh? That's pretty awesome. I've got a few of those. In fact, OG Transformers. I got one for you right here, actually. I was at my local flea market. I live the south side of Indianapolis in Indiana, and I found this bad boy for like $3. Little Powermaster Optimus Prime. Obviously, he's missing his Powermaster partner and the rest of the cab and armor and everything, but it's actually in pretty good shape. Definitely cool. It is missing a part. There we go. Yeah, for the hitch, the peg is broken down into it, which is a bit unfortunate. But $3, I couldn't pass that up. So there you go. There's your OG Transformers, buddy. Yeah, I've got this guy, a full complete Powermaster Optimus Prime, but it's the Encore edition. Well, it was before Encore was Encore. It was a reissue, I guess they called it, and I got it from local comic book store here in Indiana before they went out of business. In fact, I got it as they were going out of business. I'd gotten it on sale. This, however, is, I believe, a vintage piece by looking at it. Just from the wear on it, it looks like a vintage piece, so which is pretty cool. Definitely fun. Gotta like that. Let's see here. So that was one of the flea market finds that I had come up. We'll throw him over here. And then, let's see. Other stuff at the flea market. I was actually there yesterday, and let's see here. Jack out the way. Let's see. So this was pretty cool. I found this for $10. Darkwing Duck. It's Nega Duck. So Funko put out a series of figures for Disney's afternoon stuff, and I never did find this one. I did a review on Darkwing Duck, but I never did find the Nega Duck. He was the chase. So that was kind of cool. Although it's not the Nega Duck that I remember in the cartoon. This is like a negative version of him. The Nega Duck in the cartoon, as I remember, wore like a yellow outfit and was kind of like the bad guy. Darkwing Duck, if I remember right, from back in the day. But yeah, so I had to pick that guy up. That was fun. That was neat. And then let's see here. Some of the other stuff. Here we go. So then I picked up this series of figures. And I don't know. Got a whole shelf of Disney afternoon action figures. Nice. Nice. Welcome, David, by the way. Good to have you here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I didn't know what this was initially, but I picked it up. It was Shadow Bandit. I guess it's a video game. The people that made Bendy, the video game Bendy. I don't know if you guys ever watch or play those games. Creepy puppets. Always kind of interesting. So I got these for 31 horror toys in 31 days for next year. And I found the whole set. They were like $3.50 a piece. So I figured, why not? And we had Bandit. This is the main character, I guess. And if you don't know what the game is, like you're this character and you play like a weird little marionette, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I've seen the Bendy figures in like Walmart especially, but I haven't seen these. And I figured I'd go ahead and pick them up. And then Miss Undertaker. She looks like she's an antagonist in the trailer that I watched on it. It's kind of a neon green. She's got her shovel, and then she's got like a little coffin violin case for her shovel, which is kind of interesting. And then a Greaves, a weird, goofy looking thing here. This looked like from the trailer, it looks like it's a standard bad guy that you go and kill in the game. So I'm guessing that's probably what it is. But I don't know. If you guys know, leave a comment down below. And then what else did we get at the flea market yesterday? Let's see. Oh, I swear I live in the stock room of a toy store. Oh yeah, the Star Wars Chocolate Empire set. I remember these. I had at one point on the back here. I had right here the Darth Maul and Count Dooku one. I had that one. I remember seeing the Boba Fett and the Han Solo. I don't really remember Luke or Leia. But this is Princess Amidala, of course, and then we got a C-3PO and an R2 M&M. So that was kind of cute. Yeah, Queen Amidala on the side. A little prequel stuff. I don't even know what year this. Well, it had to have been around 1999, right? That one that came out. So let's see. Well, this was produced in 2005, so this had to have come out. That would have been what, around Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith was like 2005, 2006. Is that right? So yeah, interesting. So that was fun. It'd be kind of nice to go back and get the other ones at some point. I think. And then let's see what else. What else here? So Transformers. Yeah, let's talk some Transformers. Picked up a Bumblebee. Actually, I ended up getting two of them. I got one that's, the box is a little dented. This will be the one I open up to review. Looks pretty cool. Everybody's been going nuts over this figure. Apparently, it's a pretty cool figure, and it's a short pack. I actually looked in the box that this one actually came in, and this was the only one that was sitting in there. When I looked at the box, there was a bunch of Wheeljacks and who else was in there? It was Impactor and Elita 1, a lot of those. Let's see, nicely found. Found the one in the multiple, only nice, only found one in multiple Walmarts in my area. Yeah, here we go. I even got, if I can get it here. Here's the other one. So, yeah, there we go. Double B's, two B's, to be or not to be. No, that was terrible. Never ever do that again. That was awful. That was terrible. Let's see here. How did I get invested into Transformers? Yeah, it is an investment, isn't it? I'm an old G1 fan. Back in 1984, man, when I was a kid, I remember one of my birthday parties, I got Optimus Prime, G1 Optimus Prime. So that probably set me down the path. And I had a lot of Transformers, a lot of them all the way up through the end of the series, with the Runabout, the Throttle Bots, the Target Masters, Headmasters, all the way up to that era when I had the toys and collected it when I was a kid. And then I got out of them, obviously, and I sold them all when I was a teenager, which I wish I didn't. And started collecting again, I don't know, about 20 years ago. Got back into it again, so I was out for 10, 15 years, something like that, and started collecting them again. And it's just been building and building, and started reviewing for fun as a hobby. So, yeah. Very, very interesting. So, all right, what more Transformers do we have? That is not a Transformer. Oh, here's a good one. Earthrise RC. This is going to get reviewed here pretty soon. Let's see here. Pretty cool. I got this from Amazon. My day job was kind enough to give me a very generous Amazon gift card for bonus this year, so I went ahead and invested into the channel. Picked up a bunch of figures that I have not seen or normally wouldn't buy, and then I invested into some equipment. So this is interesting. She's, of course, a shelf warmer. I know she is. Let's see, 41 always loved G1, but as far as the different iterations, Prime is my favorite, not for the toys, just the story and presentation. Yeah, you know, I gotta agree with you there. I think that's for sure a good show. Probably the best cartoon presentation. I agree, Dave. I really liked that show. I thought it was well done. It was well acted. You got Peter Cullen as Prime and Frank Welker as Megatron, and I like the versions of those characters, especially at the end with Optimus Prime when he had the jetpack on there and came back as a big Billy Badass. I thought that was really, really cool. They're putting out some Generation Selects. We're doing some repaints of the Transformers Prime stuff, which I thought about picking up. Let's see here. So, not one RC, but 2 RCs. I picked this up down in Texas when I was down there over Thanksgiving. So, yeah, multiple pink things. Interesting to see these two side by side. Very, very, very different. I don't know. I'll have to definitely do a review. Maybe I'll do a back-to-back on these two ladies. Do a toy versus toy. I haven't done a toy versus toy video in a long, long, long time. So yeah, pick that up down in Texas. What else did I get in Texas? Oh, here we go. Walgreens exclusive. Blue Streak. Definitely cool. I actually picked up 4 of these, I believe. Yeah, I picked 4 of these up because I've never seen them in any of the Walgreens in Indiana. So I picked them up for like trade bait or sale or something. I'll use them for something. But yeah, definitely wanted one to review, and then I figured the others would be good for something, trade bait at least or anything. That would be fun. Soundwave was so very badass. It was awesome. Yes. Best scene in Transformers Prime, I think, was when Soundwave got caught and they had him at the Autobot base and they were trying to get information out of him, and he started deleting his hard drives, and you finally heard Soundwave talk, and it was the old school voice in that show, and he just said Autobots inferior, Soundwave superior, and then that was probably my favorite bit out of Transformers Prime. What is your favorite Decepticon? Oh, that's a good question. I would say if you're talking like the G1 cartoon, I would say Starscream. He was always fun to watch. He had the most development, I think, in the cartoon series, in the G1 cartoon series in the 80s. And like the whole story arc with the Combaticons. I mean, that was like a little subset series of stories of its own in the G1 cartoon. Uh-oh, we got fireworks going off. So I would say if you're talking like the cartoons, in the G1 cartoon, I would say it would be Starscream. If you're talking about toys, again, I don't know. I guess it depends on which toy line. If we're talking G1 toys, it would have been Blitzwing. I really liked the G1 Blitzwing because I had it as a kid, and it was a triple changer, and I thought that was fantastic. Also had Soundwave. He was a real favorite of mine as a toy. Nemesis Prime, yeah, he's pretty awesome. In fact, I've got the original Nemesis Prime from, what was it, Car Robots, where they repainted and he was called Scourge. He wasn't called Nemesis Prime yet. And they had Black Convoy before that with G1. And then the whole Nemesis Prime concept, I think, came out of Scourge from Robots in Disguise. And I've got that one. That's probably my favorite Nemesis Prime. Man, I don't know. The Combiner Wars one was pretty cool, too. Or the Power of the Primes, whatever it was. Overall, favorite overall. Ooh, Lord. I would say, and it keeps coming back to me, Bludgeon. Overall, for toy, comic, the character itself, I just really like. I love the fact he's a samurai. He's got that bone mask face, which is awesome. The Pretender was cool. He turns into a tank. and he's pretty gnarly. So I think I'll go with overall. I would say bludgeon. And I don't think he gets enough love. I don't think we've seen him really showcased well in any of the series yet. So I think the last cool bludgeon figure was the Generations one, which was very nice, very cool. Let's see, what else? Oh, here's cool. This is something I have not seen except down in Texas, so I didn't pick him up. It's the Studio Series Cliffjumper from Bumblebee. So this was interesting. He was in one scene in that movie, and he gets killed. Why is Cliffjumper always getting killed? Like, since Transformers Prime, Cliffjumper is always getting killed. So yeah, very cool. The vehicle mode reminds me a lot of the War for Cybertron Bumblebee. Remember that? That's what that reminds me of. So he'll be fun to review, which would be cool. Very neat, very exciting. I'd like them to use this and do a Cybertron mode Bumblebee. I think that would be cool. Yes, definitely underrated. I agree, Dark Hunter. Very, very, very underrated. Let's see, what else? Here's some other figures I found down in Texas. I have not seen on the shelf. Unfortunately, the cards are a little bent, but the real Ghostbusters reissue figures, I loved these as a kid. Had this guy, had all the Ghostbusters. I picked those guys up earlier this year, but they were the second run. This is actually the first run of this series because it says who you're going to call, as they were originally released back in the 80s. And they had to pull that off because there was a licensing issue with that for some reason. So yeah, that was cool. The Green Ghost, I never did see him in the store, so I had to pick him up. I love how they have the Kenner logo at the bottom. And then on the back, really the only difference you're going to notice from back in the day in this, it says Kenner, and then it's got the Hasbro logo on there too, and then, well, probably dates and all that stuff on there. But yeah, so I definitely picked up all the Ghostbusters. I haven't done anything with them really, except I think on it was a haul video, I think I showed them off. I won't take these out of the box. I'm going to leave these in package and just hang them on the wall. And then Stay Puff. My buddy, Lawn Boys Post 1975, he is a huge Ghostbusters fan, huge Stay Puft fan. So he's got this. If you watch his videos, he does a retro gaming channel, and this is actually usually sitting in his background. So yeah, had to pick those two up just to have them to hang on the wall, which I need to redo my wall. Let's see here. All right. I wonder. Let's see here. Hang on a second. I see a friend of mine online. I wonder if. A live stream, if you want to join, sir. Fellow YouTuber, JJ Prime. See if we can get him online. That'd be kind of fun. He's a good guy. If you've not seen JJ's channel, JJ Prime, he is over in Malaysia, I believe. Just starting out his channel. He's a good kid. Got a great intro on his stuff, so definitely fun and cool. Let's see here. Here's something dumb and fun. Let's see. Do I have the other one? I thought. Yes, I do. Okay. Here we go. Oh, there's too much stuff. Too much. No, that's not it. Where did it go? Oh, no. It's somewhere. But I picked this up at GameStop. I also got the Optimus Prime one. These are ridiculous. Ghostbusters and Transformers My Little Ponies. I'm not a My Little Pony person. I'm not a brony, but I do like the weird crap like this. I think this stuff is fun. So I went ahead and picked them up, and that's the only time I've ever seen them. So I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and pick them up, take a look at them. So that was pretty cool for sure. And then, I don't know if you guys are into Star Wars, but I picked this guy up at Target, R5P8, Hondo's droid. I love the little grin on him. I think that is very cool, very fun. And I got this for free, actually, because when I went to Target, they had a I seen that one. It's hot. Yeah. They had what was it? You spent $50 and you got $10 off, and if you spent $100, you got 25 off, I think. So I ended up spending a bucket ton of money that day anyway on toys, and basically I got this for free. So that was cool. I love a good astromech, so that's fun. Definitely dig that. And then I bought this the same day, Thunderhowl. I need to get, so now I got Thunderhowl and RC. I've got to pick up all the rest of them to build this McAdam figure. Is that how you pronounce it? McAdam? Macadam? Macadam? Macanut? Macaroon? Whatever his name is, the Build-A-Figure for Cyberverse. You know what? A lot of people hate on the Cyberverse stuff, and I actually like it. I didn't really care much for it when I first got into it. I think it's starting to like worm its way into my brain. Here lately, some of the figures have been looking really, really cool, which was neat. I definitely dug that. The cyber or the Energon armor stuff, play gimmicks are kind of fun. We got Rack and Ruin. That was cool. I think it was the first official Rack and Ruin figure we gotten was out of the Cyberverse line. And I remember that character in the comics initially. It was basically two generic-looking Marvel comic characters that were stuck together with a pipe. That was it's evolved since then for sure, which is kind of cool. Let's see. What else? What other fun things have we picked up? Oh, yes. This. You guys looking forward to this with the Kingdom stuff? I picked this up on Amazon. You can get this on Amazon right now. This was the figure I was really looking forward to. I think this is a great concept. I love the idea of it being a fossilized T-Rex that turns into a robot. And look, the Nemesis is crashed in the background of Kingdom, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. Here's the side view of the box if you've not gotten a good view of that yet. And yeah, definitely interesting. You got Unicron at the top, Megatron and Galvatron's face split in half with, I'm guessing that's the golden disc. So that'll be cool. Hopefully somebody comes with the golden disc. That'll be interesting. And then we got the Maximals and the Predacons. Very cool. Definitely dig this. Love this concept. And I don't know about the armor bits, though. I like the concept that you can combine it with other figures. But the armor bits, yeah, that's kind of weird. And then the other thing about this guy, his head becomes the mace for Optimus Primal. So that's kind of interesting. I dig that. Kind of a throwback to the old figures. So that's kind of cool. Definitely dig that. And I've got another Kingdom figure over here. Here it is. Vertebrate. So, yeah, I've got two of the three of the fossilizers. Is that what they're called? Fossilizers, I think they're calling these guys. Very tiny little thing. It's a Draco, what is it? A Dracosaurus or something? It's a similar to a Pachycephalosaurus, but it's different. Well, some scientists think it's different. Some scientists think that they're the same species. One's a juvenile and one's an adult, which is, I used to take a lot of paleontology classes when I was in college. So I'm a big dinosaur nerd, which is kind of fun. But yeah, these look cool. Both of them Predacons. Very interested to see Kingdom. Hopefully we get a Kingdom series. Have you guys got to watch Earthrise yet? I have yet to finish watching Transformers Siege. I still need to finish watching that one. Still haven't done that. And then let's see what else. Well, this is a Maximal, but it's not in Transformers Kingdom. Cheetor, the Cyberverse armor up Cheetor, where it combines Spark armor, combines with a boat, Sea Fury. I really just wanted it for the Cheetor figure from the show. But he's got an Autobot logo. It's very strange. Not a Maximal logo. Autobot. But again, it's a different show, I guess, right? Let's see here. Yes, I've been binging Earthrise. I haven't seen Earthrise. Yeah, I haven't watched it either. I need to finish Siege and then watch it. I don't know. The animation on those Netflix shows, I don't know about them. The Prime looks a little funny when he's walking. Like he looks a little bendy in the animation around his hips, which doesn't look right. And then the lips on Megatron. Oh, my Lord. I want to put lipstick on Megatron every time I see him come up on the screen. It's very, very crazy for sure. So let's see here. What else? So how are you liking Earthrise then? Dark Hunter? No, Dark Hunter hasn't seen it. It was David that's seen it. So let us know what do you think? Is it good? The voice acting, yeah. The voice acting, I can get past the voice acting, I think. Once I started watching it, I didn't mind the voices after a while. That started to fade off in the background for me. It was the animation that really, really pushes me. Kind of goofy. I don't know. It was pretty good. All right, cool. Good deal. We'll have to take a look at it for sure. How many episodes is it? Is it the same amount of episodes that we got with Siege? I feel like Siege just came out not too long ago. And I also feel like it came out too far after the original Siege line got released. I feel like it came out like a year later. 8 episodes. Okay. Not a big fan of Optimus Prime's voice. Yeah, a lot of people are not. There's a lot of people that did not like that voice. I thought it was okay. He sounds like he's trying to do a Peter Cullen impression. I know Peter Cullen's not a fan of that series and show because they didn't use union actors. He didn't mind the fact that it wasn't, him, I don't think. He just didn't like their choice of who they hired, which was interesting. I watched a video clip, an interview of him on YouTube somewhere. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's see, what else? These are kind of cool and interesting and different. So if you guys watch my channel, I do the 31 horror toys in 31 days as a tribute to the late, great Glenn Webb, who was a fantastic YouTuber. He was a good friend of mine, online anyway. He always had very nice, encouraging things to say to me when I talked to him online, and he absolutely did a great job reviewing Marvel Legends figures. And he was big into wrestling, got me back into wrestling figures, actually, which I have some wrestling figures here, actually. At my desk, I've got a few. I got the New Day as Manny Faces from the Masters of the WWE Universe. So that's cool. Definitely dig that one. And then who else we got over here? Oh, we've got the Scared Glow Undertaker that glows in the dark, which is interesting. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I thought I had. Oh yeah, I do right here. And then I got this guy. He was essentially Beast Man. Yeah. So the cool thing about these WWE figures, of the Masters of the Universe WWE figures, they work with the Origins figures. So you take the arms and legs of these guys off, and then you can switch them out. Here, let me grab the other guy here. So you can take like his arm off, and then plug that on there if you want to, and interchange them. That is a great play gimmick. I love that. And it works not only with these wrestling figures, but it also works with the Origins He-Man toys that have been coming out, which is great. Fun play gimmick for the kids. I think that's a great idea. These are definitely cool and just goofy. I love these. I love goofy. Goofy stuff is fun for sure. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, we were talking about other things we picked up. So 31 horror toys in 31 days. I picked up these Marvel zombie domes, and I don't know if they come out or not. They may just be in the little dome, but yeah, it looks cool. It's there's the Hulk, and then this side's got a pretty wicked picture of Wolverine right there. So here are all the ones in this series. There was a Wolverine, Deadpool, the Hulk, which is this one, a Thanos, and then the mystery figure, the chase figure, which looks like it's a Wolverine, another Wolverine. And I'm going to guess that it's the black and gray kind of X-Force costume. They did not have that one. They did not have the zombie Thanos. So they had one Hulk, and then they had a couple of the Wolverines. So I got a Wolverine, and then they had a few of the Deadpools. So I got a little Deadpool. So yeah, these are kind of fun. They're starting to do a lot more of the Marvel zombie figure stuff out there, but they're not doing what I want them to do. Damn it. I want them to do like Marvel Legends zombies. I think that would be fantastic. What do you think? 2021 is going to get better. I don't know. What do you mean better? Better than the pandemic? This whole thing, the masks and the limited seating in restaurants and bars, that kind of stuff. Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about action figures? Are they going to get better selection, or a little bit more depth? Where are you going with it? Oh, let's see here. While we're sitting there, oh, more Transformer stuff. This was one. Generation Select. Look, Amazon. They stuck the sticker on it and shipped it in the actual box. Fortunately, it's a nice big heavy box, these Generation things. And I don't collect the boxes, so I wasn't too upset, but I did call Amazon because I see on a lot of the Facebook pages like Transformers Addicts and TF Wiki and a few of the other ones that a lot of the Transformer stuff, they've been slapping stickers on it and just shipping them out in these boxes, and which sucks. So I called Amazon and we figured out what was going on with this. If you buy something off of Amazon, like toy-wise, when you go to check out, well, as you go to buy it on Amazon, when you underneath the add to cart button, it's an itty bitty tiny, and if you watch the video, the unboxing of this on my channel, I got screenshots of it. There's a little itty bitty tiny spot that says packaging, and you can't really read it, and it says shows what's in this box. And then when you go to check it out, under the gift section, it will say ship in an Amazon box. And if you don't click ship in Amazon box and the package they think is sturdy enough to transport, they will put a sticker on it and ship it. So if you don't want that, click in the gift section that you want it shipped in an Amazon box. And that should fix it. So me and that guy kind of talked about that for a while. They ended up giving me a credit actually not a full refund for the figure, but they gave me a credit, which was nice of them. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. But this is what the figure was. If you're interested, it's G2 Megatron. Well, it's the Siege Megatron and the G2 Megatron paint, which I absolutely adore. I've got this original G2 Megatron, the Hero Megatron, and that will be fantastic to set that next to. I found that one in Kentucky at like a thrift store, comic book store. Yeah, it was a kind of a comic book store. Okay, so yes, action figures. Is it going to get better in 2021 with action figures? Yeah, I think so. Yes and no. I think it's going to get better with like the Masters of the Universe stuff. So if you're a Motu fan, next month they're going to start distributing figures to more than just Walmart. So it's been a headache with the Masters of the Universe stuff with Walmart being an exclusive. So it'll be nice to be able to hit other venues to shop for the Masters of the Universe stuff. Like I still haven't seen the second wave of figures around here. I haven't seen, and there's a third wave out too. So I haven't seen like Trapjaw or Manny Faces or Scareglow, any of those guys. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see if we can find those other places. Transformers, I think will be fun. We get the Kingdom. That's going to be the main line, I think, for Transformers in 21 is going to be Transformers Kingdom, which gives us a bunch of Beast Wars stuff. So that's going to be cool. I'm a big Beast Wars fan. I did not like Beast Wars when they first came out. I was in college, coming out of college, I think. And sorry, somebody's texting me. And I remember seeing the Beast Wars stuff at KB Toys. This is how long ago it was. And I remember saying, you know what, Optimus Prime is a truck, not a monkey. And I just didn't like it. I didn't like the concept. And I remember seeing all those figures at KB Toys. And I had a roommate. I ended up, the early 2000s, moved in with a buddy of mine. And he was a big Beast Wars fan. He was like, you got to watch it for the storyline. I'm like, CG cartoon. I'm not really digging it. And I don't care for the line. You know, Prime's a truck, not a monkey, right? So I was in that camp for the longest time. And he had all the Beast Wars stuff on videotape that he had recorded. And I sat down and we watched the whole series. And I got to say, fell in love with it. Loved the storylines, loved the story arcs, and got to really, really like the characters. So I'm excited for 2021 with the Beast Wars stuff. In Kingdom, I've been wanting a Beast Wars line for a while. I'm a huge G1er, 44. You know, I love my G1 stuff, but it doesn't always have to be G1. And I feel like with the Siege and Earthrise stuff, we've got some cool figures. Absolutely love a lot of these figures. But we've also had a lot of these figures in Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes and, you know, those lines. So we've been like G1'd to death, I think, over the past few years. And I'm excited for the Beast Wars. I'm excited for the change. I want some different stuff. I would actually like a completely new concept line. I'd like a whole new one. Cannot wait for the Leader Class Beast Wars Megatron. Yes, absolutely. He looks really, really cool. I hope he comes with the golden disc. It's on the box art. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be a nice accessory for him to come with. Maybe you have the golden disc in two parts. You got to snap it together. Have him come with part of it, and like Dinobot come with the other part or something. That'd be kind of cool. I'd really like a Ravage figure in this line, a Beast Wars Ravage. I think that would be cool from the old Beast Wars show. Was it Agent Ravage? I actually remember seeing that figure, the Takara version of that, at a BotCon in, I want to say it was Fort Wayne, Indiana. and it was $40 at the time, and I didn't pick it up, and I regret that to this day because I cannot find that figure anywhere. I think Kingdom Leader Class Optimus Prime comes with a golden disc. Okay, fair enough. As long as it comes with it, right? It's that'll be a cool accessory that we have not gotten in the Beast Wars stuff, is to get the actual golden disc. So that'll be cool. Beast Wars. Talk about Beast Wars. I got a Beast Wars figure right here. Look at that. Black Arachnia. This is a third-party piece. It's actually Black Widow is the figure. She is tiny, but she is very cool. I still need to do a review on her. I got her gun. I think it's my coffee table. So just a size comparison. Here's a G2 Combiner Wars. Blast Off, I guess. Is who that's supposed to be, right? That's Firefly Repaint. So she is pretty small. I actually got a full set of these, the G2 figures. I always like the G2 Bruticus paint scheme better than the regular one because it's so colorful. And I got these from Sir Toys. They're KOs. And they are very wicked. I need to do a review on them. And it's funny, the Decepticon logo, if you can see, if I keep my hand from shaking here, it's got like a little military star over it. And then maybe you can see it right there. So it's not quite a Decepticon logo, but it is. It's a very, very funny. How small to Bumblebee? The Earthrise Bumblebee? Let's see. This Bumblebee right here. Here she is. Right, there we go. There she is in front of Bumblebee. So about the same size. She's a lot thinner. He's a lot bulkier, but height-wise, they're very similar. So, yeah, there's that. What's another good comparison here? Here is the vertebrae. So, yeah. About the same size as the vertebrae, except her spider legs kind of come out a little bit more. So it's a third-party figure. I need to review it. I think she was like $40 at Big Bad Toy Store. It's an excellent figure, I have to say. So tiny though, so itty bitty tiny. But it's very sturdy, stable. The joints are very nice, poses well, and it looks just like she does on the show. So if you're a Black Arachnia fan, definitely check her out. I'll try to do a review here in January so you guys can take a look at it. Let's see here. What else? Oh, yeah. Got another Generations Select figure. Galactic Man Shockwave. So this was one I've been wanting to get for a minute, but I've been passing on because of the price. So when I got my gift card, I thought, you know what? This is one I'll go ahead and pick up for the channel. And it's just kind of cool. So yeah, there he is. Very neat. And it says Galactic Man on the top. So yeah, love that paint scheme on this guy. If you don't know who Galactic Man is, for anybody that's watching this, I guess. So back in the day, G1 Radio Shack had a knockoff Shockwave. It was the same toy, but it was painted different, and they called it, I want to say Galaxy Man? This is Galactic Man. Hang on a second. Getting phone calls and stuff. It was the same figure as the G1 Shockwave, but I got him. He can be a gun like the G1. Yes, yes. I've got the Leader Class Shockwave. It's definitely a fun figure. And I think I did the gun mode on that one in that review too. So the Radio Shack one, we called him Shackwave. It was a bootleg, Shockwave. It was just a different color, and they sold it as Galactic Man. And I clearly remember seeing that in the mall at Radio Shack on a center display at Christmas time for sale. And I was like, that looks like Shockwave, except he's gray and silver. And I've always kind of wanted to go back and get one of those. And the fact that they did that paint job for Generation Select is awesome. That's very cool. Hang on, I'm going to turn my phone off. Everybody is buzzing me. They want me to go out for New Year's. I'm like, we're getting icy rain, freezing rain here, and I don't want to be driving around on icy roads tonight. So I'm hanging out with you guys. So happy New Year's, fellas. Let's see, what else over here? Anything else fun? Oh, this is kind of fun. I don't know if you guys know, I am a toy customizer, and I've been working on a baby Maul, baby Darth Maul. He's looking pretty good. I still need to add his horns, but he's looking pretty good. When I cut this baby Yoda's ears off and showed it to the internet, I thought it was going to explode. They were freaking out. And yeah, very fun, very cute and adorbs. This is for a friend of mine. She wanted a baby Maul. We saw a picture of it on the internet, and I said, well, I can make one of those. And there it is. Yeah. So baby Maul, very cute, very fun. What else do we have that's pretty cool and exciting? Well, I don't know if it's exciting, but let's see. We've looked at that. Yeah, Wheeljack. Yep. Got the Netflix Wheeljack right here. I've seen him around. His paint, I noticed when I was looking at the figures in the store, the paint apps on this guy, very wildly different from figure to figure. So very interesting for sure. And I had thought we got this guy in the original Siege line, but did we not? I went back and looked and looked and looked, and I could not find anything. I swore I did a review on this guy for the original Transformers Siege line, but maybe I'm wrong. Is this the first time, like Bumblebee, is this the first time that we got this figure? Bumblebee, I think, was just a repaint of Cliffjumper. Cliffjumper got released. And then they did Bug Bite for Generation Select, which I have ordered that. I actually have that figure on its way. So that'll be cool when that gets here. But I don't know. Yeah, Wheeljack. Is that the first we've gotten of Wheeljack? I don't know. And then I also picked up this in Texas. I've done a review on this. This is actually getting huge hits on my channel. The Authentics Grimlock. I picked this up because this is the only second one I've ever seen. I've reviewed this figure, and I figured I'd go ahead and pick this up because a lot of people seem to have interest in this. So I'll either use it for trade bait or sell it or something. I just didn't want to leave it sitting on a shelf somewhere out in the middle of Texas, nobody knowing it was there. Let's see here. No, we got it on Earthrise. Oh, okay. So he was an Earthrise figure, and then we got the Netflix. So the Earthrise figure probably has a clean paint job then, whereas the Netflix one's got all the battle damage like Siege. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. I have not seen the Earthrise one. All right, let's see. What else do we have that is cool and awesome? Oh, this is neat. Ah, come here, you. Picked this up at Walmart's. I don't know if you guys are into the McFarlane Toys figures. The Multiverse Azrael Batman armor. Love the way this looks. I've got the Azrael figure too. Yeah, this thing was very, very cool. Loved the Asbat storyline in the 90s. I think, do I have Azrael over here? No, I don't see him. He must be in the other room. So it's very different from the Azrael figure if you're into this kind of stuff. Hey, there's JJ. What's going on, buddy? JJ Prime reviews. How are you doing, sir? I sent you a link to the chat over on your Facebook, JJ. If you're interested to join, you are more than welcome to. Let's see here. All right. Cool. Good deal. Good deal. Let's see. Talking about Transformers, talking about figures. Who was it? Dark Hunter. He was asking about what we thought about figures coming out in 2021. We started talking about that. Let's see. What did we talk about? All that fun stuff. I did an unboxing video of Super 7 Snake Mountain. What? I don't have that, sir, but how about Rattlesnake Mountain? Dun, dun, dun. This is close I'm getting to Snake Mountain. Number one, don't have the room for that thing. It's so huge and so crazy. And then number two, it's very expensive. But I was able to get this. I was excited about this. I really just wanted it for the Hulk Hogan figure. Yeah, very cool, very interesting. So yeah, Rattlesnake Mountain. That's the closest I got to Snake Mountain. Oh, goodness. We'll have to look at. I'll have to take a look at that video. How heavy was that Snake Mountain when it got delivered? I mean, is it like super heavy? Let's see. What else? Anything else neat and exciting? Well, I guess since we're talking about Masters of the Universe stuff, this is also got this with my little gift card. Hero 2 Super 7, the most powerful hero in the universe. In the box, it's 50 pounds. Holy crap. That's nuts. That is super heavy. That's like a large dog or small child. So if you're watching this and you don't know what this is Hero. This was where the Masters of the Universe was going at the end of the run in like 1987. They put out the Giants and the Dinosaurs, and then this figure in Elder, who's going to be the new sorceress, basically. They were going back into pre-Turnia, He-Man and the Masters and Skeletor and all them. And then he was going to be the new co-hero and kind of take over the role as the main toy line. And this was the new packaging, actually, that it was supposed to be on. And unfortunately, the line never went through. These were some of the other figures to look forward to in 1987. Eldor, you can, Super 7 did do the Eldor. I don't know if Super 7 has done the dinosaurs, though. It'd be kind of cool if they did do the dinosaurs. I want to get another one of these so I can take it out of the box and review it. I just think that is a very, very cool. I have converted a garage made into an 80s nerd cave. We'll do a room tour. Oh, yeah. Definitely cool. I need to do something. So I'm in my work office now, which has nothing in here. Obviously, you can see on the back. I've got nothing in there. I've got most of my stuff are in boxes, and I want to go get some shelving units and put up. I use my bedroom is my studio, I guess. I've got a TV tray with the stage that I built on it as where I do my video recording. I got like toys all over the place in there from the reviews, and I've been putting stuff in boxes. So I need to clean up, put things in boxes, get shelving units, and then go and actually start doing stuff with it. And once I do that, I'll have to do a video tour of it. All the stuff. Oh Lord, there's so much stuff on my channel. It's ridiculous. I started to sell some of it off on eBay. People that are interested in that stuff. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's really it as far as my fun and exciting stuff. Yeah, talked about that. That fun stuff. I guess here we go. Got that. And it's got my name on it. How about that? Transforming car. And that is absolutely sideswipe paint or IDW art that is ripped off on this thing. I found this in a gas station driving back from Texas to Indiana and Missouri. And they had these transforming cars that obviously is a bootleg Transformer, and they put people's names on them. So I had to pick that up. That was fun. That was fun for sure. Definitely fun. Oh, goodness. So do you have the Castle Grayskull to go with the Snake Mountain? There's a good question for you. All right. What else do we have in 2021 that I'm trying to think of what other figures in 2021 that I'm looking forward to. So definitely looking forward to the Transformers Kingdom stuff. I think that will be interesting. I would like to see a new line of Transformers. Like I said, I'd like to see a whole new series of stuff. No, I was late on the line. Yeah, me too. Dark Master, have you seen the Thomas the Tank as a Transformer? I have seen the Thomas the Tank as a Transformer. I've seen it as a combiner as well. I think Sirtoys.com might have that still. I remember seeing it there. I did not purchase that. That thing looks crazy. That's kind of one of those fun things I wouldn't mind. If I could find it on a cheap, I'd like to get to do a review on it just because it's crazy. Yeah, I was late on the Masters of the Universe Classics line myself. I kind of pick those up when I see them on sale. Like, I'll go to Big Bad Toy Store. If I see one for like $20, I'll go ahead and pick it up. Like, I've picked up the Intergalactic Overlord Skeletor from the New Adventures of He-Man. And then I also picked up this year was Hero 2, Son of He-Man, which was essentially a repaint of the laser sword He-Man from the New Adventures. And they retooled his chest armor to have the jewel for the Hero 2. I think his name was Dare. And if you don't know what that whole storyline is, after Hero and Elder, and they were in the whole Preternia saga, after that, then He-Man comes back to, I guess, his normal time frame or whatever, and becomes King He-Man, and then ends up finding this boy he adopts, which I think is Teela's son, and his name's Dare, and he becomes the new He-Man, and He-Man's kind of training him with the power sword and all that stuff. So, yeah. All right, fun stuff. Light off the fireworks. Yeah, they've been lighting fireworks off here too, which is kind of crazy fun. So, okay. What else? Masters of the Universe. Definitely, I want to get more Motu stuff this year. Masters of the Universe Origins line, I think, would be a lot of fun to get more of those figures. I want to get the Castle Grayskull. It's coming out with it. And talking about the Grayskull stuff, I was watching a video, and I can't think of the guy's name. He used to be the brand manager for Masters of the Universe for Mattel, and he's been doing a YouTube channel since he's left Mattel and talking about the classics and all that stuff and why they did things a certain way. And they were talking about Castle Grayskull and the old comics with the Power Sword. The point of the Power Sword for the Masters, you're supposed to combine them together, and then you could stick it into the lock of Castle Grayskull to open the drawbridge. In the original vintage toy, that there was a slot on the door, and you would stick the Power Sword in there, and it would release the lever and open the drawbridge. And that was the whole play gimmick. But in the comics, the keyhole was over to the side in the rocks. In the classics, Castle Grayskull actually had it in the rocks, which was very, very cool. And I'm going to presume that the new Origins Grayskull is going to be very similar. The Castle Grayskull from Mega Construx is like that. The key release is in rocks as well. So you put the Power Sword in there and it opens it up there. So that's pretty cool. Definitely dig that. So I'm looking forward to Castle Grayskull and seeing where they go with the Master stuff. They've got the Deluxe Masters figures coming that have the vintage toy heads. That is cool. A lot of people did not like the Origins head sculpts, the mini comics head sculpts, which I didn't mind. I like those. I thought they were pretty cool because they look like the mini comics and they were different. They weren't the exact same thing that we got in the 80s. So that was cool. And then, what was it? I've seen pictures of the Battle Armor He-Man. He's going to come with the vintage head sculpt for He-Man, and I'm going to presume that Skeletor will be the same way. We'll get a vintage Skeletor head. So that's pretty cool. What else in 2021 that looks cool and exciting? I'm going to have to look for some new NECA figures, I think, for 31 Horror Toys in 31 days. That is actually a very difficult process to go through. And to find 31 horror toys, I actually started this year, like after Halloween this year. Well, you guys saw earlier, I picked up those evil puppet toys from the video game. And that takes a while to pick up. I picked up a Malbolgia figure from the Spawn movie toy line from McFarlane Toys, and I think I'm going to pick up some NECA stuff for 31 Horror Toys. I had a Michael Myers figure for this year's, and I want to pick some other stuff. I'd like to go back and find some classic McFarlane Toy movie monsters, like The Fly. That would be sick. I'd love to see that. I'd like to see some of those old properties come back with NECA, like things like The Fly and Hellraiser and Critters and what else would be fun with it? The Gate. I think those would be fantastic figures for NECA to do. They've been doing a lot of Gremlins here lately, which is cool. I like the Gremlins figures; those are always fun. So yeah, so I'm looking for some NECA stuff. I did see a King Kong figure over at Walmart the other day that looked really cool. It had the it had a swappable head that kind of has the modern Kong sculpt. I want to say it's like a comic sculpt, but it's just kind of a modern toy sculpt for Kong's head. And then it had the vintage, like 1930s King Kong skull head or Skull Island King Kong head on there. So that looked really cool. Transformers Red. I do have the first wave of those. I have yet to review them. So I'll take a look at those here in 2021. If you don't know what they are, it's Robot Enhanced Design is what Red stands for. And they're basically Marvel Legends Transformers. They don't transform, so they're like a modern-day Action Masters, which were ridiculous back in the day. But they were trying to switch up the brand, I guess, back then, right? So, yeah, the Red figures, I've seen they've got some more coming out with like Bumblebee and Cheetor and Starscream, G1 Starscream, and who was it? Transformers Prime RC, I think. So those look interesting. Do you like King Kong? Do you like King Kong or Godzilla? Both. I like both of them. Probably more of a King Kong fan than I am a Godzilla fan. But I do like both of them. I've got the giant-sized Godzilla from the movie when it came out a few years ago, the newest reboot movie. They put out a giant size that was it a Toys R Us exclusive, I think, and probably my biggest toy actually is that Godzilla, that giant-sized Godzilla, because it's like I think 3 feet from head to the tip of the tail, and it's about 2.5 feet tall. I mean, it's massively huge. Oh, I don't know. I've also got the Jurassic World Brachiosaur as well. I got that from Target. That might be my biggest toy, actually, now thinking about it. But I haven't unboxed it. I haven't done anything on it. Although, I don't know. I've also got a Millennium Falcon in my closet I've never opened up. A Power of the Force Millennium Falcon. That thing's pretty damn big too. But I gotta think. Yeah, it's the giant-sized Godzilla. That has to be the biggest one in my collection. That'll be interesting. I'll have to when I put my room together, I'll have to do like a shelving unit of like the giant toys, like Triptychon and Metroplex and Omega Supreme and Fortress Maximus. Fortress Maximus. I've got the Encore of him, which is cool. He was always a grail of mine. But yeah, I definitely like the Kong and the Godzilla stuff. The new movie, I don't know, when's that going to come out? That was supposed to be out this year earlier, right? I want to say it was supposed to have been out in November. They pushed it back. I don't know if they're going to stream it or if they're going to wait until 2021 summer to see if they can get the theaters back open. I don't know. Looks interesting. I did review a couple of those toys. The King Kong, he had an axe, and it looks like the axe is made out of one of Godzilla's spikes on his back. So I'm going to guess that's where that comes from. He's going to use that to attack Godzilla with, which is silly. Kong shouldn't be making like, and, you know, he's an ape, right? So I can see him using a stick or a tree or something to beat Godzilla with, but it literally looks like he breaks off one of Godzilla's back spines and then takes some kind of plant or binding and ties it to a tree branch and makes this axe out of it. It's ridiculous looking, absolutely ridiculous looking. So I don't know about that. But I will say those figures, because they're Playmates figures, the battle damage on them is very well done. Once you put the piece over the battle damage section of the toy, you really can't, from a distance, you can't see where the actual damage is at. And you kind of gotta know exactly where it's at to put your thumbnail underneath it to open it up to actually see the damage on it. They did a fantastic job with that. I was very, very, very surprised with that. So that was kind of cool. What else? I'm looking forward to more of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse stuff. And I hope they get better. And they seemingly have. I will tell you, I was not a fan of some of the initial figure releases, especially the DC animated stuff, like the animated Batman and Justice League, Superman, and Green Lantern. They looked weird. Like, they didn't have the animated look. It looked like they were trying to do the animated look, but it didn't work right. And it just looked weird. And I didn't care for those. And then there were some other figures as they started coming out that started looking a lot better, like the Hellbat Batman that actually made my top 10 list of toys this year for 2020. Remarkable figure. And then I've also got the Superman, was it the Unleashed Armor or whatever it is that kind of goes with the Batman? I've got him. I've yet to review him. He looks really cool. Azrael looks really cool. That Azrael Batman armor one I got is very, very cool. So I'm hoping that they continue bringing the coolness with those figures because they definitely have been neat. And I want to see what else. They also had the Batman Who Laughs figure. That looked pretty cool. I haven't picked that one up yet, but he looks pretty neat. I definitely like him. I did get the Wonder Woman figures where she's in the armor and then in her traditional garb, but I haven't reviewed them yet. And I haven't watched the movie yet, so I don't know. I've heard some people say that the movie was really good, and some people say it was not very good. So I don't know really who to believe on that. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to more DC stuff from McFarlane Toys. I hope they continue to improve it and make the line a lot better. And it's a shame that Mattel lost the rights to it because at the end they were making some fantastic figures. There was a Robin figure that was awesome. It was a Damian Wayne Robin figure. The Captain Marvel Shazam movie figure was fantastic. I mean, it was on point with any Marvel Legends figure. The Alfred figure was very cool. I've got the Bizarro figure from Mattel at the end of their run. I haven't got to review it yet. The Walgreens exclusive, that was fantastic. So I need to review that one as well. Yeah, it's a shame that Mattel lost it. I think they came to the game too late with some of the articulation a lot of the collectors want. You know, is what it is. It's McFarlane Toys now. We'll see where they go. Hopefully they do some cool stuff. Looks like they're doing a lot more modern stuff with the McFarlane Toys, so that'll be interesting. Let's see, what else? So we talked about Masters. I've been thinking about getting into the G.I. Joe stuff. I got to say, those look pretty cool. I don't particularly care for some of the Joes, but the bad guys are looking phenomenal. Like the Cobra Commander looks really cool. Destro looks cool. They even did that, what I call G2 G.I. Joe Destro, where he's got the kind of leopard costume and the gold chrome dome. So that stuff looks pretty cool. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow all look really, really good. I've been thinking about getting that, but I'm like, oh, man, that's another rabbit hole to go down. I don't know if I want to or not yet. Those look really neat. But that's something maybe to pick up. They put out a reissue of the Hiss tank from the old 3 3/4 inch line. Thought about picking that one up. That looks really cool. I would love to see a line of G.I. Joe Transformers crossovers where the Transformers turn into the G.I. Joe vehicles. Like, you know, you could have Starscream and the Seekers as, you know, the jets. That would be really cool. You know, you got the Jeeps and the trucks and all that stuff you can turn the Autobots into. I think that would be a lot of fun. The Hiss tank would be a great Transformer. Decepticon, I think that would be fantastic looking. And then you can package in a G.I. Joe figure to go with it, right? So you get the Transformer and then a G.I. Joe figure. Charge $30, you know, charge a little bit more. I think that'd be cool. But if they did that, I think that you'd have to make the Joes the 3 3/4 inch. That's the only way that you could really do that, I think. So, but yeah, that would definitely be could I would buy into that series for sure. I don't know what else, like Star Wars out there. I've picked up a few of the new Black Series figures here lately. I've got one actually right here. Little Ewok. Yep. Yeah, love the Ewoks. Hopefully we get more Ewoks. I would like to see more Ewoks in 2021. I do have Wicket. They put him out in the 3 3/4 inch line. Haven't done a review on him yet. He should fit into the scale with this one, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, that will be fun, I think, for sure. Let's see what else. Oh, here's some more customizing stuff. So the aliens, I don't know if you saw the lantern stuff that was out before, but I've been working on some custom alien figures to make them more movie-like. I need to add the silver paint on this guy, but that's looking pretty cool. And then this is the Facehugger repainted. So this was the one that was like neon yellow, I think, initially. Let's see here. Is this it? Yeah, so this is the original version, and then this is my repaint of the Facehugger. I think that looks way better. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty cool in comparison. There you go. Very neat, very fun. And then I've got the egg. Here's the egg. Here's the egg. So here is what that original egg looked like. And then this is what I did to it. So there it is. And I don't know if the light will pick up, but let me get the focus. There you go. You can kind of see it. There's a shimmer with slime on it. So yeah, very cool. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Kind of gross and gooey. Very cool, very fun. And again, this is a side-to-side shot comparison of the two as I've repainted. Yeah. Very neat, very fun. So little things I do on the side, I guess. I need to do a review on these aliens. I did an alien queen as well that I need to finish up. I actually did a couple for some friends, so I need to get those out to my friends. Better. You mean better? Yes, I think so. I think it looks pretty cool. I really did like the alien line that came out this year. A lot of people had issues with it because they were like Skittles colors. And I didn't mind that because they're kids' toys, and you know, they're supposed to be fun. The sculpts on them were great. The play gimmicks and articulation were really good, and you know, they looked cool. You know, and if you're a customizer, they were fun to paint and change up and make look really, really cool. So yeah, I definitely dug them. But the alien, I think she made my top 10 list this year. She was really cool with her little play gimmick with her mouth open up and attack. So that was definitely a fun figure. Aliens are always cool. I like the NECA aliens. Some of those can be kind of brittle. I want to get, I think here in 2020, I've seen him out and about. They've got the bull alien for NECA, which is the homage to the old Kenner figures from the 90s, and I want to pick him up, I think, this year. That will be cool. Hopefully they do the gorilla. They did last year, they did the Mantis, which I've got 2 original Mantis figures from Kenner from the Aliens line. There was a KB exclusive and then the regular issue one, and I picked both of those up, and then I got the NECA one to go with the 2, so I'll have to get the bull Kenner alien and the gorilla Kenner alien. I think those would be very, very cool. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with those, so they had planned a cartoon series for the 90s with the aliens, and the whole concept of it was they were going to mix animal DNA with the aliens to make hybrid aliens. And then they escaped, and they got to go and hunt them down. So there was like a panther or a tiger or something, a bull, a mantis, a gorilla, a bat, which I've got the queen was like a bat, and I've got her. and she was pretty cool. And then what else? There was another one. I can't remember what it was. A snake would have been neat. That would have been a cool one. But anyway, so they were going to hunt all these aliens down, and never happened. I think they turned it into a comic book. They made the toys, and I want to say there was a Dark Horse comic of it, like a 4-issue limited series or 6-issue limited series. But I'm not sure. I can't remember. My whole neighborhood is smoked out from the fireworks. Were they your fireworks you let off, David, that they're smoked out from, or other people? Mine hasn't been too bad. The neighbor shot off like one firework. I've only seen the one go off, but it's only like 8:25 here, so that probably won't happen until it gets closer. And people around here always have fireworks all year long. They blow them up at Independence Day, obviously, and they like to blow them up on Memorial Day, and they blow them up on New Year's, and then they'll randomly, like, I think they just have get-togethers, and they randomly blow them up. It's crazy. Crazy sauce. I drove by a fireworks manufacturer in, was it Texas or Oklahoma? I think it was in Oklahoma. And it was a factory where they actually made them, and then they had a store where you could go in and buy them on the front end of it. So that was kind of cool. Oh, my skin is dry and itchy. But yeah, definitely fun. I definitely like the alien stuff. I think that'll be pretty fun. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I'm like finding all this random weird stuff in my office here for you guys. You guys are probably gonna be like, this guy is a nut job. So I've got Star Wars chopsticks. I've actually got several sets. So this is Luke's lightsaber set, and then I've got a Darth Maul one where it's got magnets and they clip together and can actually connect. And then I think there's Darth Vader and Obi-Wan chopsticks. And I don't use them very often, only when I like the wooden chopsticks a lot better. They work better. Those look cool, but they don't really do much. Oh, I added to it. It's been very rainy today, and we're in a lull from it. So with the humidity and no wind, the smoke is sticking. South Carolina. So it's 8:30 there as well. Okay, yeah, good deal. Awesome. Cool. Where are you at, Dark Hunter Master, in the world? It is very cold here in Indiana. It was like 20 degrees, I think, earlier. Let me see here. What was the temperature today? Christmas, it was 10 degrees here in Indiana. That was redonkulously cold. All right, so at 6:30, it was 28 degrees. How cold is it now? Well, come on, phone. Goodness. Technology. It won't work when you want it to work. There we go. Okay, it is 27 degrees here. Yeah. Not raining. It rained all day yesterday. All right, Dark Hunter, also in South Carolina. Okay. There you go. Look at that. In the 70s here. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was in the 70s. For sure. I won't see 70 degrees until May. Maybe in April if we get lucky. It'll be in the 60s in April if we get lucky. 63 degrees. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. For sure. Cool. Charleston, South Carolina. Is that where the Charleston the dance, and that wasn't that a dance doing the Charleston? Is that where they came from? Oh Lord! So what else were we talking about? We're talking about Star Wars figures, I think. For 2020, well, we jumped off to the Aliens figures for a minute. So Star Wars. we've got some Mandalorian stuff here lately, I guess. I haven't really picked much up for Mandalorian except for the original Mando figure and Baby Yoda. I do have a Baby Yoda right here on my desk. I got him. He stands on it. And I don't know if you guys have picked this thing up, but so there's the accessories. He comes with the little frog, the cup, and then the little tiny small ball that he, the knob from the ship. And on the package it says "Warning: Small Balls." And I thought that was hilarious. JJ, so how's your viewership on your recent videos? So. My channel's kind of weird. I'll average like 40 to 80 views on a video, and then I'll have videos that skyrocket into the tens of thousands. And I don't get the reason for that. I don't understand why one hits and one doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I need to do some advertising or something. Not too bad. I mean, it's been pretty consistent. The viewership has been up. Let's see. I can actually flip over here, look at my dashboard really quick. So over the last 28 days, my viewership has been up 36%. I've had 21.1 thousand views hit in the past 28 days. My subscriber has increased. Everything's on the green, so that's good. Everything's on the up and up. So my subscribers, I've gained 41 subscribers in the last 28 days. Thank you, everybody who subscribes. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So that's 5,063 subscribers. Views, like I said, 21.1 thousand, up 36%. Watch time hours is up 41%, which is fantastic. 640 and a half hours watched. That's phenomenal. And then my revenue actually has increased 68%, so that's always a good thing. Let's see here. What else in the analytics that look interesting? My top views in the past 2 days, top viewed videos, Dinobot Grimlock, Transformers Authentics. Yeah, this thing right here. This, I don't know why, but this figure is like super popular. People love watching this video, which is why I picked this figure up down in Texas. It's crazy sauce. And then let's see, what else? So that's the #1 watched video in the past 48 hours. #2 is top 10 Transformers for 2020. That's not surprising this time of year. That's pretty expected. And then the #3 is the top 10 Marvel Legends for 2020. Again, not surprising. That's expected this time of year. This top 10 season. So, although I will say what is interesting is that the top 10 Marvel Legends is outpacing in the long run the Transformers, but the Transformers video is quickly catching. So that's kind of interesting how those two are playing out this year. Last year, the Transformers one just stomped the Marvel Legends video, top 10 Marvel Legends video. And then the top 10 worst toys, those videos tend to go pretty well too. That one's doing pretty decent. Let's see. Really weird because you have like 5,060 some subscribers. Yeah, I do. And that's the other weird thing is I'll get some people that will watch consistently, like you guys. I see you guys quite a bit on there, which is cool and awesome. So thank you guys for the support and the love. I appreciate that. And then I get a lot of my views are actually from people searching things on YouTube, and they come across my channel and they'll watch my video and then they won't come back. I don't know. Maybe they don't like me. Why don't they like me? I don't get it. Let's see. Let's go to the analytics and kind of look at some of that stuff. Kind of fun. All right. So All right. So, okay. My top videos in this period, that Dinobots, Transformers Authentic Grimlock, he's like number one. He's had like 1,656 views here in the past this past period, which is crazy. The second one is the Ultra Exosaur Robotic Dinosaur from Adventure Force, the Walmart exclusive. That sucker is pretty popular too. And oh God, I don't know if you know what that is. It's that green cybernetic robot Tyrannosaurus Rex that starts screaming and it won't shut the hell up. That thing is crazy. I remember buying that thing. It was like in the middle of the night, and I was walking up to the register, and I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And every time I moved, the thing would roar in the lights, and it would start walking in the box, all that stuff. And it was just a nightmare to walk that thing up to the register. It was hilarious. But that one's pretty popular, which is interesting. Number 3 on the list is How to Transform Energon Rack and Ruin from Cyberverse. So that's something, I don't know if you guys are Transformers fans, would you like to see more of those videos on how to transform figures? I don't really do that in the videos because they're long enough as it is. And most YouTubers that watch videos, like watch maybe 2 or 3 minutes worth of your video, and I'm already at like 10, 15 minutes most of the time on my stuff. So if you do any of the, if you're into the Transformer stuff, yeah, for sure. Play any video games. My all-time favorite is Knights of the Old Republic. Yes, I do play video games. Most of them, though, are going to be like Nintendo style, because I've always been a Nintendo person. From the original NES all the way up to the Switch. I don't have a Switch myself, but I got my ex-girlfriend's little daughter. I'd gotten her a Nintendo Switch and played a lot of hers. So like a lot of Mario Kart. Love Mario Kart. On the Nintendo Wii, they had the new Super Mario Brothers side-scroller game. That is amazing. They've got a Switch version of that. Love that. The old school GameCube stuff like a GoldenEye. Those were definitely my games. I have not got to play Knights of the Old Republic. I've seen a lot of video of that. Looks very cool. They got, what's the new one? Is it Fallen Order? That's got the guy from Gotham. The guy that played the basically the proto Joker from Gotham is the Jedi in it. That's got the little droid hanging on his shoulder. I think that's Fallen Order. I'm not sure. But, yeah, definitely dig those. And they got the Squadrons game that looks awesome that's coming out for Star Wars, where you can either play in the TIE Fighter Squadron or the X-Wing Squadron. That looks pretty cool. I remember the original X-Wing video games. Was it Rogue Squadron? All that stuff on the PC, and then it went to GameCube and all that jazz. Those games were always fun. I loved playing those. Let's see here. What other videos were popular here this period? Oh, I've got a video on parrots and cockatoos, purchase versus adoption. It's another very popular video on my channel with one of my cockatoos from 7 years ago, and that thing's still popular. That's crazy. And then, let's see, what else? Spin Fin Attack Skybite from Cyberverse, Power of the Spark. That is a popular video. I'll always love Skybite. That is it's a ridiculous character. Skybite, a flying shark that writes poetry. I don't get it, but it's fun. I love that character, and it's basically a repaint of an Autobot Maximal, green Autobot Maximal. I plan on getting an original SNES. I play a lot of GTA Online and Fortnite on Xbox One. Not interested in anything new anymore, so going to start retro. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice. Check out Lawn Boys Post 1975. He does a lot of retro gaming. He's a very good guy. He lives over in Bristol, England. He's been a friend of mine for over 8 years. I've known him through YouTube. Fantastic guy. Great channel. He also does like a vlog where he'll sit and kind of talk about stuff. And then sometimes he does like a driving vlog. I love those where he just gets in his little Mini Cooper and drives around the English countryside. That's always fun. And then he's been doing fast food reviews lately where they get a lot of stuff that we don't here in the U.S. So he'll go like to McDonald's or wherever and get an item that is a British exclusive, and he'll do a review on it and kind of show it off, which is always fun. Let's see what else. Other popular ones this period. Oh wow, this one's interesting. Leonard Nimoy in memoriam. So I actually put out a new in memoriam video for 2020 earlier today. That's the last video I did. Lost Mary Ann yesterday, Dawn Wells, unfortunately, from Gilligan's Island. She was the last one to go on the memoriam. But yeah, the one specifically for Leonard Nimoy, that's been popular. Man, he passed away in 2015. I can't believe it's been 5 years. 6 years here pretty soon. He's been gone. And then, day 11 of the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar for 2020. That's a popular one this period. That's interesting. If you watch my channel, I go through every December and go through the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar, again, as a memorial to the late, great Glenn Webb, one of my favorite YouTubers, a very nice online friend. And he did that his last year before he passed away, and I've been doing that in his memory. Let's see, what else? The Child Talking Plush, Baby Yoda. Yeah, that's a popular one. Got that for my ex-wife's daughter. Yeah, because that was back in July when that came out. And then Star Seeker Missile Starscream, Transformer Cyberverse, Bumblebee Adventures. That's interesting. I actually got the Nova Seeker set for that, which is the repaint that has the Ghost of Starscream in it. The Chucky stop motion animation is the one at the bottom of the list. That's a pretty good one. But I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a Target exclusive. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? You get the Target exclusive Seeker sets, and there's a Thrust, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and then it looks like a Ghost of Starscream. So, John, did you ever get that Black Series ATST to stand? I was going to get it, but saw your review, and now I'm scared. No. It is very loose in the legs, dude. It is a cool piece. If you get that thing, if you want it out of the box, if you get it, I would leave it in the box. It would look cool to display in the box, but no, I never did get it to stand very well. Like, I don't know. It's just really weird and wobbly. And I don't know how to really fix it. So it went into a box and hasn't been out since I reviewed it, which is a shame because it was a great figure. Looks great. I got it pretty good cost too. I think I paid $25 for that when that came out. But yeah, totally forgot about that. Oh, it's so weird and wobbly. I don't know why they constructed that thing like that. That was kind of a disappointment. I would like to have gotten a couple more of them. If that thing would have stood up, I would have probably bought about 3 or 4 more of those for an indoor diorama. I think that would have been really, really cool. For sure. All right. What else? Fun and exciting on the analytics. What's this reach? Do you guys ever look in your analytics? Those of you who do the YouTube stuff, I always find these things very interesting. All right, so source traffic. This is interesting. 50.5% of my source traffic is off of YouTube searches. 27.8% of it is from external sources. 11.7% is from browse features. 3% are suggested videos. 2.1% is direct or unknown, and then 4.9% other. That's interesting. So external. I wonder if that's because I post on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. That's got to be where those are coming from. I wonder if it will tell me which external sources. Nope, I guess not. What? Interesting. Very interesting there. And then traffic source, suggested videos. So my number one traffic source is Cyberverse Bumblebee Adventures, Warrior Class Hammerbite. Interesting. Collector's Guide, Adventure Force Exo, the Exosaur, the loud talking Dinobot. So the Collector's Guide, that comes in. Ultra Exosaur Robotic Adventure, Walmart exclusive, that one of mine. Halloween Chucky Stop Motion, and King Kong 15-inch review by Fans Reviews. That brings in traffic to me. That's interesting. Kind of interesting to see who brings traffic into who. I'm surprised they do that. That's very... Hey, there he is. Hey, what's up, buddy? I saw you. I saw you. You're like, oh, I'm here. What's going on, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. It's a new year now, and
yeah. You're living in the future, aren't you? You're in 2021?
Yeah, I'm 2021.
2021? Okay. There we go. Cool. Good deal.
So yeah, so this month is actually my birthday month.
Oh yeah? Finally turned 14, huh?
No, I'm turning 20. It may look like I'm 14, but no, I'm 19, turning into 20 this year. So
there you go. There you go. So we're kind of taking a look. I started looking at like some of the analytics and stuff on the channel, just kind of things that come in, like YouTube searches. So people that come to my channel when they do YouTube searches, my number one, people type in Marvel Legends, and that will bring in people. Grimlock Transformers toy instructions is number 2. Grimlock Transformers is number 3. Skybite Transformers, and then Dinobot Grimlock. So apparently I should do more Grimlock reviews.
like this one. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember him. The Robots in Disguise.
Yeah, this guy's Grimlock, who apparently is not Fall Cybertron Grimlock, and that makes me mad. Because 2 Grimlocks in the Alliance continuity, and that doesn't make sense, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of weird.
Because they should have, just put in Fall Cybertron Grimlock in RAD Grimlock and make it the same Grimlock. Because this guy knows Sludge and Snarl.
So, yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that. I guess changing it up, doing something different. That was a very weird Grimlock too. He was like
Decepticon first, and then
Decepticon turned Autobot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like Drift.
I guess now Dinobots are Decepticons now.
Yeah, like they were all of them I think weren't they? Because didn't they have?
No, they had Sludge and Snarl, Swoop and Slug, and the original Grimlock. They were already Autobots, so kind of weird.
Well, I think in the series, wasn't there another Dinobot that it was like we called it a Dinobot, but it was like an Ichthyosaur or something?
Yeah, Scowl. His name is Scowl.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look bad, though. He didn't seem like a bad guy. He just wanted to wreck stuff, like a wrecker. But it turns out he's a bad guy. He's a bad dude. He could have been Autobot, you know. He could have been Autobot, but
he's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting.
I was kind of excited to see another Dinobot in the show, but I was kind of disappointed as well when he turned out to be a Decepticon. Like, what?
It's like, what?
Dinobots are Autobots. What? Not Decepticons? No.
Oh, they did. What was it? Way back in the days, early 2000s, they had a Dinobot line, Transformers Dinobots, and they were just kind of their own thing. And they used a lot of them were retools of Beast Wars.
Beast Wars, yeah.
Yep, those were cool. I like those. I always kind of thought they should just make. And then IDW, they were Dino DYNO bots in the IDW comics. And they were kind of almost their own little thing. Almost like the Wreckers, really.
Yeah, they're almost like the Wreckers because you know the wreck stuff. So
right, they can tear it up. So why not? Why not? So yeah, I was going through a bunch of junk, man. Earlier, went through just all the stuff from the past month, and then we were kind of talking about toys pickups for the 2021. Oh, there we go. Is that the United?
No, it's the Pocket Toys / Iron Factory Bruticus.
Okay. Oh, nice.
This is a knockoff version, so I got the knockoff one. So
where'd you get it from?
I got it from online called Shopee, I guess. It's called My Hot Toys, and yeah, it's where you can get Transformers as well.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it didn't come with one piece. It missed one piece. Swindle's roof cage. That one was not included in the box. That one flaw that I have with the figure. Didn't come with a roof cage for Swindle, but you know, I mean, you need the roof cage to build the statue bust, but I don't really need the statue bust because why would I? Because you know, I'm only going to leave them in Bruticus form. I don't even need the roof cage. That piece is not really that important for me. So
there you go.
So I'm not complaining.
There you go. Yep. I've got the G2 knockoff from Combiner Wars. I still need to review that.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah. With these guys.
Viewers, I mean, I'm a new guy. I mean, I recently got 512 subscribers. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw you hit that 500 mark. That was awesome.
Yeah, like at the end of the year, it's just past 500. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And yeah, and you know, I'm still reviewing old figures, and there are like 10 people who just complain about me reviewing old figures. Like I'm just confused. And yeah, like, literally 10 people think that is bad. But and I'm like, why would you think that is bad? And why do you think I should stop? Really? Do you think I should stop? No. I'm not gonna stop reviewing old figures. People are still reviewing old figures. People are still reviewing 80s stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, absolutely, yeah. In fact, I got a whole series called Retro Review where I go back and look at stuff that, you know. In fact, I've got. Where's he at here? Hang on. I'm gonna reach a little bit to get this. There. Whoop. An old school Incredible Hulk. It works still. So, yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with reviewing older figures. So they're all retro, you know, kind of fun stuff. And it's kind of interesting to go back, I think, looking at some of the older figures, going back and looking at them again, and maybe what you think different about them now than what you did then, or just getting a better camera quality out of it. So, oh, there's David there. What's up, JJ? I think JJ might be a little frozen. We're having problems connecting with the future. Oh, goodness gracious. We may have lost JJ, guys. It's okay. We'll see if he starts talking here in a minute. So, yeah. In talking about that, retro figures, older figures, things like that. I love looking at older figures and going back. In fact, I still have, and I need to go back and review it. I every time I walk by it, I see it in one of my back bedrooms. It's a lug nut from Transformers Animated in box still. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Sorry about that.
We had a glitch in the Matrix
a little bit. Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah, it's very, very funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but hey. Yeah, just want to say this, and yeah, there's no problem reviewing old figures. You really want to go back in time and remember all those old figures that you got, and sometimes you might even forget to review them, and you want to review them in the future, so that there are younger kids out there who really want those old figures. Maybe they want to get them just to have fun with them.
Or haven't even seen them and want to see what they look like and how they work and that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I was while you were out, I was saying every time I walk by in one of my spare bedrooms, I still have a Transformers Animated lug nut in box that I keep wanting to review. And now it's so old in the box that I'm like, do I want to take it out of the box? Or do I want to leave it in the box? I'm like, and now it's been so long in the box, I don't know if I want to take it out of the box.
Yeah. And for some reason, I was like, I did a stop motion preview for my Transformers Takara United Deluxe Class Arc Unicron figure. And because that was an interesting figure for me, and I had to get it because it's Unicron. I need a Unicron.
The little tiny tank Unicron?
Yeah, that tank Unicron.
Yep. I had the Hasbro version of it. I still have it. I like it. I think it's a fun figure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the same 10 people was like, they were like thinking that Unicron was in Cyberverse. I'm like, what?
No, it wasn't in Cyberverse.
No, Unicron wasn't in Cyberverse.
No. Although it'd be kind of fun to get a Cyberverse figure. Okay, Alex Lemons, what was your favorite Siege Decepticon figure? Mine is Mirage. That is a cool figure.
I don't really count Mirage as a Decepticon though, because he's not really a Decepticon. That Decepticon thing happened when he did the hologram thing. And so my favorite Siege Decepticon figure, well, okay, I have Megatron, I have Astro Train, I have Spinister, I have Shockwave, I have Soundwave, I have who else do I have? I have Ape Face, Skytread. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
This is a new one. So remember when we were on your live stream and I started shopping on Amazon?
Right.
This is one of the figures.
You got the Galactic Man Shockwave.
Yeah, Galactic Man was one of them. And then this was another one. So these are a couple Decepticon Siege figures, I guess. The G2 Megatron.
The G2 Megatron.
Yep. Alex, that Decepticon Mirage is pretty badass. He actually made my top 10 Transformers for 2020. Just because of the repaint. The paint scheme on it was gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. But I'm going to say my favorite Siege Decepticon figure is Reflector or Refractor, whatever you want to call it. Reflector, because you got to get the figure 3 times and then you could create the 2. And I liked that. I liked how you can make them into the camera. That was fantastic. And there was also the Amazon G1 paint.
I gotta go, guys. I have something else to do.
Okay.
But I'll be sure. I'll return. I'll return in a little bit.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah. See you
Have a
again.
good New Year if we don't see you later.
Happy New Year.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye. But yeah, the reflector figure, I really liked that. And how you could turn him into the actual camera. I thought that was really cool. So that was probably my favorite Decepticon, just because of that play ability with him. It shouldn't have been a 5-second disguise. We're always getting heroic cons turncoat like Dinobot and Drift. Just once, I wanted to see the opposite. Yes, that would be very cool. Kind of like in Beast Machines Transformers with Rhinox and becoming Tankor. They thought, oh, Megatron's twisted Rhinox, and we'll fix you, buddy. We'll bring you back. And you come to find out, he was like, no, he's right. Megatron's right. I'm going this way. And he betrayed him, and he became a Decepticon or a Predacon. And he stayed a Predacon. He stayed Tankor. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. That would be a great concept for sure. Definitely. What else could you do? Although I will say in Siege, I did like how Jetfire starts out as a Decepticon and leader of the Seekers. I thought that was a nice take on the G1 continuity. I thought that was really, really cool. I still need to get that Jetfire, and I'm going to keep him in Decepticon mode. It was more like Rhinox had been driven insane by all the trauma. Yeah, he definitely was out there by the time of Beast Machines, that's for sure. But a great story arc, great storyline. And then, who was it? Waspinator was Thrust, I think, right? Because we got a Thrustinator figure that, man, I should have picked up when I had the chance. Should have got that Waspinator figure when I had the chance. That would have been really, really cool to do a review on that. And if you don't know what the Thrustinator or Thrust was, it Thrustinator? I think they called him. He was half Thrust, half Waspinator as a retool of the Generations Waspinator toy. That was flippin' awesome. I wonder if, let me try and see if I can find that Thrustinator. Images. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Well, share the screen. Screen one. We'll go to share. All right. So yeah, the Thrustinator. Oh, this guy looks wicked cool, awesome. I definitely it was a subscription. Yeah, the subscription series. Look how cool he is. He's so awesome. I definitely need that guy in my life, I think. All right. Definitely fun. Waspinator didn't get a happy ending. No, he did not. He never gets a happy ending. Poor Waspinator. BV, love you guys. Amazing videos. Happy New Year. Hey, Dark Hunter, thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. And thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Truly appreciate it. You have a happy New Year as well. Be safe. And don't play too hard. I imagine Thrustinator sounds like Scott McNeil and Jim Burns talking simultaneously. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that for sure. Yeah, for sure I could see that. Good times. All right. So I guess stop sharing the screen. There we go. What else? So I showed you guys again. So those of you coming in, I guess now, been going through talking about toys, what we've been picking up over the year, and then what we're looking for 2021. I would cast Ron Perlman as Impactor for a Last Stand styled live action Wreckers movie. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be kind of cool. You know what I really want, because we've been getting a lot of the live action stuff. I would like to see some direct animated movies for stuff instead of doing like this Netflix series and that stuff. Like DC Animation does the direct movies to like Blu-ray and streaming and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be fun to do Transformers stuff like that. You could do stuff from like, you know, the G1 era. You could do stuff from IDW. You can do all kinds of stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Go back and just have fun with it and do one shots and put some money into the animation, because I just don't feel like the I don't know. I don't feel like the Netflix stuff is up to par. It doesn't look finished to me. I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, I just think it doesn't quite look up to par. So yeah, so those were some of the Siege figures there I'd gotten. I'd also gotten, if we're talking about Siege stuff, Bumblebee. Picked up Bumblebee. Got a couple bees from 2 different Walmarts, actually. And I got one to review, and I'm going to either use one for trade bait or sell it or do something with it. But to be or not to be, right? So those are fun. Let's see. Another Siege figure, Wheeljack. When I got Bumblebee, I picked up Wheeljack. And somebody pointed out that if Disney owned Transformers, the franchise would be in much better shape. Maybe that's not a bad statement. In fact, I think there were talks for a couple of years of Disney buying Hasbro, wasn't there? But yeah, that's kind of an interesting thought, John, for sure. But yeah, we were talking earlier about Wheeljack, and I was like, I swear to God, we had Wheeljack in a different series. I thought it was in Siege, but it was Earthrise. And I'm guessing the difference is this Netflix one is painted differently. It's got the damage, and the other one hasn't. Exactly. The one that for years. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Who would you have cast as Spitwar in Beast Wars? I'd have gone with Scott McNeil doing a Cockney accent. In my mind, he's characterized like a UK street punk. Yeah, I could see that. Oh man, who would you have? Actually, you know who you'd never be able to do it, and you'd never be able to afford it. But if you go and watch, I don't know if you've ever watched Graham Norton, the British talk show host, but you can go to YouTube, and he had Chris Pratt on one time, and he was talking about how he was watching a show called something from Essex. It's basically like their version of Jersey Shore, and he started doing like that accent, and he did it perfectly. It was fantastic. I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Pratt do that type of accent. But yeah, UK street punk. I can totally see that with Spitwar. I'd like a Beast Wars movie, like a new movie, or maybe you do a movie after the aftermath of Beast Machines. What happened when Cybertron went golden again? I think that would have been a very cool story to do. And you don't have to do a full series of it. You could do, do an animated movie, a 2-hour animated movie. I think that'd be fine. That'd be pretty interesting for sure. I would like to see a follow-up to Transformers Animated. They were going to have some stuff after they got back to Cybertron, and they never really did anything. I want to transform an animated figure. Yes, that would be very cool. I was upset we never got the animated Wasp figure. That would have been very, very cool to have. But yeah, I think an Transformers animated movie, you could bring characters like that back in and do things with them. I think it would have been cool to see more of the animated Beast Wars stuff. When they left Black Arachnia off on the island, and you saw the Maximals walk up, or the animals of the Maximals. The new Lando series. Would you rather see Billy D. Williams or Donald Glover? That's a good question. I would say Donald Glover. I'd go with Donald. I liked his portrayal in the Solo movie. I thought that was good. I liked the Solo movie. There were like 2 or 3 points when I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? You know, I wanted him to go see Jabba at the end of the movie, you know, and Darth Maul showed up. It was fantastic. Yeah, I think I'd rather see Donald Glover, what he does with Lando, because I don't think we're going to get another Solo movie. And you could bring in, you know, Chewbacca and the guy that played Solo in there. I think that would be fun. And you could go longer. I think it would have more appeal to a broader audience using Donald Glover for sure. Ming-Na Wen as Nightbird in the upcoming Megatron Origin movie. Finally outright depicted as his girlfriend per the canon. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, Nightbird's always been one of my favorite characters. I got the Generations Select figure, which is pretty cool. And then I've got the old, I think it was Impossible Toys 3P, which was really, really cool. Yeah, I think Nightbird's a very underused, underrated character. I'd like to see her in a series, an upcoming series for sure. Loved Solo. Yeah, it was. It was a good movie. I don't know why people rag on it so much. I thought it was a lot of fun. The guy was okay as Solo. He had a few of Harrison's mannerisms, but yeah, for the most part, I thought it was really, really good. He had, like, when he was shooting the blaster at the base of the ship, that was freaking awesome. I loved that. Oh no, Woody Harrelson, very good. Yes, he was awesome in that movie, and I thought he was going to be a cameo, and he turned out to be like a full-fledged character through it, which was nice. Yeah, the new hand did a great job. And the new Chewbacca, the guy that replaced Peter Mayhew, he did the Chewbacca, and I think it was The Force Awakens. Was that Peter Mayhew's last Star Wars movie, and he was training the new guy in the mannerisms? Like, literally, like in that movie, they would switch who was Chewbacca doing what, because Mayhew was going down in health, and yeah, he trained the next generation of Chewbacca. I thought that was kind of interesting. Armin Sherman, Quark from DS9 as Senator Ratbat. Yes, that is a fantastic idea. First of all, I want a Senator Ratbat figure. I think that would be fantastic. I think Armin would do a great job. I think Quark needs to show up in Star Trek Picard Season 2. We saw the bar in Season 1, right? Quarks, if you look at the background, when they go to that Las Vegas type of planet, and Mr. Mott's hair pieces. That was kind of a cool little nod in the back too. But yeah, we saw Quarks, which I presume is now a franchise of bars across the galaxy, is the way I kind of picture that, which is kind of fun. And then they mention him in that episode. Mr. Quark of Ferenginar gave you a bunch of high remarks. But yeah, I agree. That'd be really cool. What is your favorite version of King Kong? 33, Toho, 70s, Peter Jackson, or the Monsterverse? Damn, that's a good question. I would say it's heavily the 1970s one, because that's what I grew up with watching on TV all the time. And he was just so massive in that version. And like that when I think King Kong growing up, that 70s version is the one I think of because I grew up in the late 70s and 80s. So that one's probably my quintessential King Kong. But I will say I loved the Peter Jackson Kong. The CG Kong looked great, and it went good. Worf, man. We need Worf. Yes, in Star Trek Picard. Yeah, I can see that. He may be in season 2. We got a picture of him in season 1 on one of the dash things there, but I can see him bringing in, or see them bringing Worf in. I think LaForge is supposed to be making an appearance. I know Guinan is going to be in it, and Q might actually be in it as well. I can see them doing Q, have him pop in, CG down his face to make him look younger for a minute, and then him changing his look to match Picard. It's like, oh, I don't want you to feel bad. Here you go. Boop. Now I'm older too. Are you familiar with the Narnia books? Yeah, I've never read them. I'm familiar with them. I'm familiar with the characters. I know the movies more than I know the books. So that's like saying I know I know something because I read the back of the cereal box of the movie version of the cereal. Like there was a Gremlins cereal back in the 80s. It's like saying I know Gremlins because I read the back of the Gremlins cereal box. When I say I know the movies. Not too familiar with the I know the basic concept of it and the story, but not intimately familiar with it. No, I do know that the writer was friends with J.R.R. Tolkien, right? Like him and Tolkien were buddies back in the day. The guy who wrote those books. I will say the first those Narnia films were fantastic. At least the first two. I know I watched the first two. The first one was amazing. I loved that first one for sure. For sure. That's another line. We didn't get a lot of Narnia figures when those movies came out, and I don't know why. That's one of I should do a video of movies that did not get a toy line that should have. I think there were there any Narnia toys? Let's see. Narnia toys. No, okay, there were some. They did put some out. I just don't remember those. That's interesting. Okay, in my mind, Razorbeast sounds like Reno Romano, Ray Romano, and Magmatron sounds like Mark Oliver. They're who I would hear whenever I read Beast Wars: The Gathering. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That was a great comic book, Beast Wars: The Gathering. That would make a really, really good direct to Blu-ray or streaming animated movie. That would be awesome. I would love to see Beast Wars: The Gathering. That would be really, really cool. Definitely. If I was a Narnian, I would be Minotaur so I could have a nasty sweat. Big man, porking. Oh, that's not right. A nasty, sweaty pig man. I think that's what my ex-girlfriend would call me. And maybe a few of the ladies at the bar. But yeah, I kind of thought about that. That would make a good video on, movies that didn't get toy lines. That would be interesting. So, like, what? Trying to think. What was the one? John Carpenter? Not John Carpenter. John Carter from Mars. That should have had a toy line, I think, but never did. That would have been cool. I would have liked that for sure. What other films? What is your favorite version of Slash from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Ooh, that's a good question. I would say either the original or the I don't know. Maybe in the Nickelodeon one, when the first Nickelodeon reboot that they did. I liked that version. That figure was really cool. And I actually had gotten the, remember when they had the mutated line where you could switch and match the figures? I'd gotten that one instead of the regular Slash because it was bigger than the regular Slash, and I felt like it wasn't big enough, like the original figure wasn't big enough. So, yeah, I would probably say that one. I would say that mutated one. I always wanted a movie in which he frames the turtles for murder. That would make another good animated movie. That would be really cool. I kind of wanted in Spider-Man 3, when that came out way back in the day with Venom, and they made Topher Grace Eddie Brock, so he was about the same size as Spider-Man. And when he got the black symbiote on there, I think he should have done the same thing. Started to do it a little bit, but didn't go anywhere with it because there was just too much going on in that movie. And that would be the same kind of thing I would think of. Have him go through, frame Peter Parker for all the villainy. I think that would be really cool. It'd be similar to Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, that's another great movie. I remember going to the theater to see Mask of the Phantasm, and then the character just kind of, they did nothing with that character. I think you see that character one time in the Justice League cartoon, or was it the new animated Batman Adventures? You only see the character like one more time, I think, and it's just like a watered down version of it. Let's see here. Batman Phantasm. Is there? I swear you see the character one more time, and they kind of kill the character off, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. I really don't know. I remember the Mask of the Phantasm when she broke the Joker's tooth. That was like a big thing. Like he was bleeding and he had a tooth knocked out, and it was just, I don't know. It was a little realistic. It was kind of fun, for sure. Animated series Poison Ivy is the sexiest version. She was my very first crush on a fictional character. Oh, that's funny stuff. Yes, I definitely liked the Poison Ivy animated, the original version, like in the original animated series before they made the stylized change where like the Joker went from looking like the animated Joker to where he had the little black dots for his eyes. That was very, very strange. But yeah, I did like the first version of Poison Ivy. I thought that was very, very cool. My first crush on a fictional character, I think, was probably Rainbow Bright for some weird reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she was blonde. I don't know. The Batman animated series did a lot for a lot of those characters. Like that totally revamped Mr. Freeze, the animated series Batman show. Like he was kind of a low-level nobody character until the animated series, and they made him that cold, hard, villain that he is with that, because it's very sympathetic. So yeah, that was very cool, I think. And then of course, Harley Quinn came from the animated series, so she was created by Bruce Timm and all of them. So the Phantasm is very similar to another more obscure villain from the comics called the Reaper. Interesting. I'll have to go back and look at that. don't really remember. Let's see. Let's take a look. Batman the Reaper comics. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we will let's share the screen here. So let's see here. Let's bring, since I got two monitors, I can do this a lot easier this way. All right, we'll share screen too. Okay, so the Reaper, this is the one you're talking about right here, right? Definitely cool. Right on. Yeah, definitely I see a lot of inspiration of that character. Leather armor, eh? That'll make this tougher. That looks like almost the Dennis O'Neil era Batman. This is a Reaper Prime Earth. I don't know about that one. That looks like the guy that draws the Punisher. Oh, there's a figure of it. Year 2 figure. That's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with it for sure. Very cool. I like the two sickles. More size. I think that looks pretty neat. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, where's the... Can I get the picture? There it goes. Oh, that's pretty vicious. Have you seen Duck Dodgers? I consider that show underrated. I did not know they had a new one out. Has it been out recently? I remember there was one a long time ago. I have not seen... I remember the old cartoons, the old Looney Tunes. Love the old Duck Dodgers stuff. But I haven't seen anything new. Let's see, Duck Dodgers cartoon. Well, it's got multiple seasons. TV series. Let's see here. So Duck Dodgers TV series here. The Wikis. Anime series based on the 53 theatrical shorts. Ran from 2003 to 2005. Okay, so 3 seasons. That is the one I remember. Yeah, I did watch that. Yes. It was very funny. Kind of, you know, the Buck Rogers. Yeah. Yep, the one from 2003. Yeah. I didn't know if they had made a new one or not. Joe, actually, he's cast as Duck Dodgers. Eager young space cadets. The Martian Queen. I remember the Queen. I didn't know Tia Carrera was the Martian Queen. That's interesting. They're in IMDb. Yeah, here we go. What villain would you have most enjoyed seeing in a live-action 90s TMNT movie? That's a good question, too. Villain in a live-action TMNT movie. Who else was in it? I got to look at the... I have to look at the Duck Dodgers cast. See who all was in it. Michael Dorn, Worf, Mr. Worf was in it. He was a Centurion robot. Okay. I wish they'd at least reuse the Duck Dodgers concept for new theatrical shorts. Yeah, it'd be for fun. Tara Strong, she was in it. John DiMaggio, that's not surprising. Kevin Michael Richardson, that's interesting. Frank Welker, of course. Yeah, he was K9. Of course he was. Tom Kane, yeah. Tom Kenny, yeah. All the big animation guys. Michael Patrick McGill, Vanessa Marshall. Anybody else? Corey Burton? Oh, really? That's cool. Henry Winkler did a voice. Who else? Ed Asner. That's interesting. Bruce Campbell. He was the pork piggler. John Delancey. That's interesting. Clancy Brown. Kevin Smith was. Wait a minute. Is Hal Jordan Sinestro? They must have done a crossover or something. Kelly Ripa. Randy Savage. Oh, I got to go back and watch that. So looking at, okay, so what villain would you most enjoy seeing in a live-action 90s TV or TMT movie? I think Krang would have been cool. That would have been, from the cartoon, of course, from the comics. It wasn't Krang. It was a Kang or whatever the alien race was that we saw in the newer ones. I would have liked to saw the Triceratons, those aliens in it. They're not really villains, I don't think. In the comics, well, they're kind of aggressive. They would have been really cool to see. Are you looking forward to Godzilla Singular Point on Netflix? Is that the animated movie? The animated Godzilla movie? Let's see. Like the anime, manga, Godzilla Singular Point. Images. Looks a little bit different. I don't know. My mind, exhaust sounds like the ghost Michael Dobson from Iron Man Armored Adventures. Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that. Hey, Dark Hunter. Welcome back, buddy. Don't feel bad. We're looking at stuff. Look at stuff on the interwebs. So Singular Point. What is this? So let's take a look at this. All right, Godzilla Singular Point. Ooh, the official site. Dun, dun, dun. Anime series. Japanese. Oh, it's anything else on it? No, those are all the Netflix animated series stuff. Well, that's not useful. Let's look at the Wikipedia. The poster art. Okay. No, I'm not paying you, Wikipedia. Godzilla Singular Point features a brand new staff and original story that depicts the young geniuses Mia Camino, a female researcher, and Yoon Rikawa, a male engineer, as they take on an unprecedented threat with their companions. This is not what I thought it was. This looks very interesting. New animated series, the title Singular Point, to be released in 2021. Yeah, I could be down for that. Maybe get some new figures out of it. That would be cool. Exhaust should have been portrayed as a thief for hire who uses ability to turn a living spoke into anything, to steal anything. Yeah, sure. I can see that. I could definitely see that. For sure. So when is this Godzilla one? This comes out April 2021, 13 episodes. Interesting. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look. Let's see here. So I can't do. We'll do a reaction video while we're taking a look at it for this Godzilla Singular Point. I'm not going to put the picture of the audio up on here because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, but I'll have it on the screen next to me. So Godzilla Singular Points trailer. All right, let's see here. There's one. Let's take a look here. Volume super down low. All right, so anime, Netflix, brand new TV animated series. I like the titles. That looks very cool, very Shogun looking. Toho production, okay. It's very fast paced. Interesting. So it looks like they're using some CG on the monsters and then using some traditional anime for the characters. That's an interesting mix. Yeah, I'm down for that. That looks really cool. Oh, Godzilla at the end. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'd watch that for sure. I wonder if they're going to have, is it going to be, is it going to be in Japanese with English subtitles, or they're going to dub it? I wonder how they're going to do that. That's very interesting. I like how they redesigned Titanosaurus to have a very Mosasaur-esque body. Yes, yes, they did. Yes, they did. He's jumping over the battleship. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. For sure. You know what I would like to see? Looking at all of, yeah, that is very wicked cool. There'll be an English dub. Okay, that's cool. I'd like to see a new Gamera movie. We haven't seen anything new from Gamera in a long time. I think that would be very, very fun to take a look at. Definitely cool. What other monsters do we have in it? Kaiju. Is it Kaiju? Is that how you pronounce it? Kaiju? Where's Godzilla at? Get a shot of him again. Netflix. Coming soon. Play. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I definitely dig it. Oh, there's the Godzilla. He kind of looks like almost like a Chinese dragon with the teeth coming out, the Godzilla does. Did you see the 2016 Gamera reboot proof of concept trailer? I have not. Is that out on YouTube? Let's see. Gamera 2016. The Comic-Con trailer. Looks like. Let's see. Let's take a look here. This a few years ago. It was like, yeah, back in 2016, 2015. They never did anything with it that I know of. Looks pretty cool. It's very Japanese. Very Japanese. Maybe something I'd sit and watch. I don't think it'd be like a big Hollywood blockbuster like the Godzilla and King Kong reboot stuff, but it definitely looks fun. Oh, that guy just got 8. Yeah, no. There goes Dad. He done ate your dad, kiddo. There's his camera. You better take it. Crazy. Crazy sauce. Let me see. Where's the camera? There he is. Do you have any big projects in 2021? Hang on, let me stop that there. Any big projects for 2021? For YouTube? Well, one I want to do is a personal project. I want to finish out I want to redo my studio. I want to upgrade my camera. I'd like to upgrade the lighting for the YouTube channel and get a microphone, an upgraded microphone. I think that would be nice to do. As far as YouTube stuff, I'll be doing 31 horror toys in 31 days, and then the Star Wars Advent calendar, like I do every year. I would like to, at some point, I need to finish collecting some classic wrestler figures, and I would like to do a wrestling event, a stop motion wrestling event. I would like to set it up like games where I'll have like a list of the wrestlers and have you guys pick, like put them in matches, and you guys pick who should win, and then do a stop motion where whoever gets the most votes wins. I would like to do that and then bring it all the way down to a championship belt title, stop motion title. I think that would be fantastic and fun to do. Be like a year-long project. I don't know if I'd get that done in 2021 or not, but that's definitely a big project I'd like to do. Another big project that I'd like to do for the channel is I'd like to get back to toy versus toy. I haven't done that, I've realized, in about 3 years. So I'd like to bring that series back where I take 2 different toys and pit them up against each other on a 5-point scale to see which one is better. I'd like to get that back up, and I think I'm going to get that because the last vote was for King Kong. So I think I'm going to probably pick up the Nika Kong and compare that to the old school Kong I've got for toy versus toy. I think that would be really cool, and then kind of keep that going. That would be fun. It's always the main reoccurring threat. Yes, in Gamera, absolutely. So do you think they did Shocker dirty in Homecoming? Didn't even get a full costume. No, they didn't, did he? Yeah, I mean, he was kind of in there, it's kind of a throw-in bit. Although he did have the yellow jacket that had some of the brown in it. That was very resembling of the classic Shocker comic book suit. So, yeah. I guess. Yeah, sure. Right there. If you stumbled into the magical land of Narnia, would you bang Tilda Swinton? No, I'm not a big Tilda Swinton fan. She just looks weird to me in everything that she does. She looks like an ethereal human. Like, she doesn't look like a real human to me. She never has. She always looks very, very, very strange. Even in, I don't know. She's just an odd-looking person. I don't find her attractive. Poor Tilda. Let's see. Tilda. Yeah, she's very alien looking to me. What's her character look like in Narnia? Oh, she had the crown. She was like the queen with the crown type thing, wasn't she? Yeah, she's weird looking. No, I couldn't do it. Yeah. She's very strange. And she played the ancient one in Doctor Strange, and I really just see that character when I look at her nowadays. What is your favorite 86 Transformers movie quote? Probably open, damn it, open. When Magnus is trying to open up the matrix of leadership. And I think that yes, Few Adams? He does that in the open damn it reviews. When he starts off his reviews with open, damn it, open. Yeah, I liked that one. I've got better things to do tonight than die. That's another great one out of the 86 film. Right? Yeah, I like that one a lot. Springer. Let's see. Megatron's such heroic nonsense. That was a good line. Definitely dug that. Unicron, perhaps I have misjudged you. Proceed on your way to oblivion. All good stuff. All good stuff. Definitely. Yeah. Fantastic. I like the fact that we're getting studio series figures for that line. But I don't know. Mine's Bone Crusher saying, in case I say, in that case, I say it is survival of the fittest. Yeah. In that case, I say it is survival of the fittest. we formed Devastator, the most powerful robot. We should rule. You got the touch. The touch. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. What is it called? Boogie Nights. The movie that was basically it was a porn movie. It was about the making of porn and these porn stars. And let's say it was in the 80s. Burt Reynolds was in it, and Donnie Wahlberg's character sings "The Touch" like he's recording it in a studio. And if you go and watch, I want to say it's the 30th anniversary DVD release on the director's commentary. Stan Bush is on it talking about the music and everything from the film. And then when the touch pops up in Autobot City, he mentions that and says nobody came to us because the soundtrack for that Boogie Nights was on Geffen Records, and they just lifted the touch because they owned the rights to it, I guess. And Stan Bush was like, yeah, nobody approached me and Vince DiCola about doing the film or doing the song in the movie. And he said he called him up and was like, did you know that they did this? And he was like, no, I didn't. And yeah, so that was kind of interesting for sure. Did you see the 3P Straxus figure? No, I have not seen 3P Straxus figure. Interesting. What's who makes it? Who's the manufacturer? Let's see if we can find it. 3P Straxus. I better be on TF Source. They love some 3P figures on TF Source. How would you imagine your background? What do you mean? My background for like my studio set, or I'm not really sure. Let's see, third party. Oh, my studio set on the background on redoing it. Well, right now it's gray. It's flat gray, which I went with that initially because I didn't want to look like Optimus Prime or Optimus with an all white background. So I wanted it to be a little bit different, which is why I went with gray. But it's kind of difficult to light, and some of the shots don't look right with it, and some of the figures don't look right on the gray background. So I don't know if I'm going to go with white, or I thought about getting some of that photography material, like to do photography with, where it enhances the lighting and puts the lighting better on your figure, on what you're doing. I thought about using some of that stuff. I've also looked at, there are actual photography stages that's out there I've looked at, but none of them, they're all like encased in something, and I want it to be more open so I can get to it. So I haven't decided yet. I may go with a matte white, a satin white that won't reflect light off of it. I don't know. New Age Toys Heralder. Okay, let's take a look. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing with the background. Here it is. H233B. Is that an actual, what is it? Oh, okay. So, all right. So we'll share the screen here. Okay. Come on. All right. This guy right here, that does look cool. It's very glossy, kind of Galvatron-y based. Let's see here. Yeah, there's the Galvatron looking type of cannon-ish. So he's a retool of a Galvatron figure. It looks cool. Like, I initially thought, like, with this shot, I thought this was an artist rendition because of all the gloss. So I guess it's going to have that plastic chrome. That looks very cool. Yeah. It's very nice. Very cool looking. I'm down with that. Any other? No, those are all the pictures. $74.99 at TF Source. Interesting. Yeah, that definitely looks cool. I like it. I wonder how tall it is. Does it have a description? Okay, here we go. So it is 4.3 inches tall, so it's kind of a small figure for $75. Converts from robot to cannon and back. Made of plastic. Product is brand new and in mint condition, obviously. Comes with 4 hands and a pickaxe weapon. Yeah, definitely. All right, check out their Darius figure. Okay. Ooh, I like this. That's nice looking. New Age Legendary Heroes. Oh, yeah. Galvatron. Definitely dig that. Okay, who are we looking for? We are looking for H23M Darius. That's what I was on! That's funny. Yeah, that looks pretty wicked. I like that color scheme. He looks very happy there. It's in the fire. The lava, not the lava. Yeah, that looks very cool as well. Guessing they've got a transparent. That looks weird. I love a good transparent figure, though. I will say that. I don't know about a transparent Galvatron, though. That just seems very weird. Here's the regular one. $64, he's on sale. Check out Ruination for Fall of Cybertron. What's up the old one? Is there a new one coming out? A third-party version of it? I'm guessing. Do you know who makes it? There's a Bruticus. Bruticus? That's pretty wicked looking. I like that. It's a nice looking set right there. I saw the Shattered Glass Megatron, yeah. Let's see. I've seen pictures of it. This one. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the one you were talking about. Dark Hunter. That does look sick. $439. Ooh. That looks like two different paints. Yeah, that looks awesome. Why do they have the Jeep backwards there? That's weird. I think that's mistransformed. I believe that is mistransformed, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think. All right, where is that Shattered Glass Megatron? I know I saw him. It's on the front. Here he is, yeah. There's the Shattered Glass Megatron. This thing looks pretty cool. A lot of people are not happy about this vehicle mode. That's for sure. I don't know why. It's like a third party. This is a third party redux of a convention or the Collectors Club is what this looks like. Look up Fans Projects Armored Battalion. And I love Fans Projects, by the way. Armored Insecticons. Holiday Edition. Out of stock. Like these are the Insecticons that we had as toys in G1, but not as cartoon characters. I've always liked these Insecticons. I had this one. I had him as a kid. The beetle, the rhinoceros beetle. He was cool. Or not a rhinoceros beetle. He was some kind of beetle. Surprised we've never seen them in Transformers stop motions. The Insecticons. We haven't had any. The last time we had Insecticons, I think, was what the little ones. They were Legends classes. Was the last time. Chop. He was a stag beetle. Yes, a stag beetle. You're right. He was. He was. What is your favorite combiner? That's a good question. Predaking. It'd have to be Predaking for sure. Have to be Predaking. In fact, I've got the Titan class Predaking that I still haven't reviewed. I planned on reviewing him this year. I've had him for like a year and a half. I got him from my local comic book store and never did the review on him. I've never transformed him. He's still all in his beast modes. So, but yeah, definitely Predaking. He's always been the best looking one, I think. I hate how they didn't include Venom, the cicada. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there were 4 of them, weren't there? Of those, there was the locust, the stag beetle, the cicada, and then the other beetle type insect. I always liked those. I wish, and I wish I think they did something with them in the IDW comics. I'm a Bruticus fan. Yes, Bruticus is definitely fun. I like the Bruticus. The Combaticons, always a fan favorite. They're probably my number 2 behind Predaking because they are very cool looking. And then I would say probably after that be Devastator, the original. The Autobot ones were always kind of eh. I did like the Stunticons too. I think the Stunticons would be after Devastator. The Autobots would probably be Superion. That was really the only Autobot combiner I really liked. Defensor was okay, I guess. But I don't know. It just wasn't as. It was more Autobot-y, but Superion was cooler because they were the Autobot jets. And then I never did care for Computron. That was always kind of eh. It was what it was. Or Abominus. I didn't care for that one either at the end. The Terrorcons. I like the Terrorcons. I don't know. Just Abominus was okay. He was better than Computron, that's for sure. Ransack is the Locust. Barrage is the Rhinoceros Beetle, yes. The Dreamwave books depicted them as vampiric cannibals. Interesting. That's interesting. Well, I mean, there are insects. I guess they would eat things, and insects do eat other insects. That's for sure. Sure, I can see that. I liked the insects in Transformers Prime. They were awesome. Even though they were the same one over and over, basically. It was a hard shell, basically over and over and over again. I loved how they swarmed, and they were aggressive, and probably one of the best episodes of Transformers Prime was Megatron versus that one, I guess it'd be hard shell, Insecticon, and where he was fighting, and they brought up the fact from the IDW comics that he was brought up in the gladiatorial arenas, and he was whipping the crap out of him by hand. That was probably one of the best episodes of Transformers Prime, for sure. Look up Dreamwave's Micromaster miniseries. They appear in that. Maybe that's where I saw it from. I remember them being in the comics. Maybe it was Dreamwave and not IDW before Dreamwave went out of. I missed Dreamwave. I really liked the look and feel of the Transformers books when Dreamwave had it. I think, though, didn't IDW bring the artists and writers over when they took over and started the Transformers? Those initial artists, didn't they bring over from Dreamwave? I think that's probably. I think the Dreamwave run of Transformers is the best looking Transformers comics that have been put out. I absolutely adored the artwork from those books. They were amazing. In fact, the Transformers Devastation video game reminds me a lot of the Dreamwave comics artwork, which is very, very cool. Now it's all over the place. They got all kinds of different books and all kinds of weird stuff out nowadays, I guess, right? Simon Furman hates Pat Lee's guts. Yeah, Simon Furman. That's he was the artist, right? Wasn't he the artist? Check out MSO4 Moonshine. Okay, let's see here. MSO4 Moonshine. MSO4 Moonshine. All right. Oh, it's a train. Nice. Very cool. We haven't had a train combiner since Rail Racer. And I had that at one point and lost it in a move, and I need to go back and find Rail Racer. He was probably one of my favorite robots in disguise sets. Car robots, or whatever you want to call that series. Which I liked that series a lot too. I thought that was a lot of fun. Now, is that the color? Is that what it's going to look like? So I'm guessing they're going to put out each one of these. Yep, at $100 a piece. Woo! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be $600 once you get it all together. Jeez, Lapete, but it looks massive. Let's see here. This one's Dark Knight. Series of robot figures which transform robots into different types of trains. The Dark Knight figure transforms into a robot into a train. Combine all 6 figures to form Radiatron. Okay. What size is this thing? Furman wrote for him. Before that, he wrote Marvel UK Comics, taking over the US run after Bob Badansky left. Okay. Okay. Look up KFC's Tsunami. It's their Energon Sharkticon. Interesting. KFC Tsunami. What's going on here? Is this it? Oh, yeah. I actually have, I don't have Tsunami, but I've got the other two. There were 2 other ones. There's a KFC. There are 2 other ones. I have them, actually. I've never reviewed them. Where are they at? Let me see if I can find them. I've got Stack, Citizen Stack, and Die Stack. I've got those figures. Those are pretty cool. KFC is a pretty decent company. I like them quite a bit. Here we go. I've got, yeah, it's Barbosa. So I've got this guy who is actually, he's a play on another Japanese anime. Yep, I've got him. And there is another one that's, I think, Skybite. Let's see, KFC. EABI. Where's the other one? There's another one I have because they're the same bloody figure. Here it is. Yeah, it's the Skybite one. It's Well, they don't have a lot of pictures of this one. So yeah, they did a Skybite version and the Barbossa version, and they are very cool. I need to review them. They've been sitting on a stand for a couple of years now. MMC's Fella Saber. Let's see here. MMC Fella Saber. Not just Fella Saber. No. Attila? No. That doesn't seem to like that one. Maki Toys or Make Toys. I actually have a figure of this I need to review. I've never reviewed, and it is gorgeous. It's that battle Nemesis Prime with the chains and the cape. Let me see if I can find it. It's been sitting. I haven't even pulled it. Here it is. This guy. I've got him that I've never reviewed, and he is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. One of the coolest figures in my collection. It's like Nemesis Prime with Spawn's cape. It's fantastic. I love it. I need to review that at some point. I've also got the Junkions, and I don't know. I can't remember who made them. It's Wreck-Gar, and then they retooled him as Psykill for the GoBots. And I've got him that I never did review either. I got quite a few third-party figures I need to review. Robot Hero Durden. Hero Durden. Durden and Barney. Those look pretty cool. I had these guys as a kid. I had the Stegosaur. They came together, I think, right? So you got both of them at the same time, I think, in G1. But I really liked the Stegosaur. He was one of my favorite little tapes. For sure. Barney, I guess, is the T-Rex. Yeah, Durden, and then Barney, because he's a dinosaur, I guess. That's pretty cool. Look at all the minions. We got Ratbat and Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Rumble and Frenzy, Ravage. Huh, I wonder why they don't have, what was the blue Jaguar's name? I just called it Jaguar. I forget the actual name of it. I did a custom of the Jaguar. Overkill and Slugfest only appeared in the cartoon for 2 seconds. Lame. Did they? What did Soundwave like? It sent a bunch of tapes out and attack. I can't remember them being in the G1 cartoon. Let's see here. I remember them being in the commercials. Overkill and Slugfest G1 cartoon. Let's see. Yep, there they are. Soundwave ejecting them out. Interesting. I'll have to go back and find it. I don't remember that. Don't search this, but MSOS2 Ice looks the same as the last one. I told you, very strange. Howlback, yes, Howlback, thank you. Howlback was the blue Jaguar. She paired up with Garboil, a blue Condor. That's right. Together, they're known as the Cobalt Sentries. Yes, you're correct. So I did a custom of Buzzsaw and Howlback because I had a Ravage and a Laserbeak for Siege, and I wanted a Buzzsaw, so I made them, and I went ahead and did Howlback for the Jaguar because I had the Ravage. So what meant Iceland? Okay. Yeah, I cannot. I don't even remember those two being in the cartoon. Yeah, I bet you're right. Oh, there's the box. Oh yeah, I remember the box. Slugfest and Overkill. I don't know why I like Slugfest better than I did Overkill. The little Stegosaur. He was always cool. And I like how the tapes came in 2 packs. Oh yeah, and the tapes, Beast Box and Squawk Talk. Remember those? Didn't they combine? Did they combine? And then there was Rain Dance and Grand Slam, a tank and a jet. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if those are retools of each other, heavy retools maybe. KFC did Beast Box and Squawk Talk. Yeah, I remember that. Definitely remember that. I want Durden for my Siege Sound Blaster. Yeah, that would be cool. I was going to say I didn't get the Siege Sound Blaster, but I did. That figure went quick. I did not see that figure out very long at all. That's for sure. Oh, the fireworks are starting to go off. They're getting crazy out there. Did they ever... I guess they were in the comic books. I gave him Wing Thing. Wing Thing! My Sound Blaster, I guess he's got Buzzsaw and Howlback would be the ones, I guess, because I got my Sound Blaster and my Soundwave next to each other, and I got my tapes, all my tapes sitting next to it. So, which I've gotten a lot of very nice compliments about my Howlback and Buzzsaw. A lot of people thought they were done really well. That was very nice of them. Look up Megatron crushing Brawl's head. What? Like in the comics? Megatron crushing Brawl's head. Like the old school comics? Did you squeeze and feel its infrastructure begin to buckle under its pressure? There was no longer anything, did you? Neither did I. Oh, okay. That's not very nice. Hey, no problem, Dark Hunter. Have a good night and have a fantastic New Year's. In fact, I think I'm going to probably wrap up myself looking here. Definitely fun. So, yeah, awesome. Good deal. Well, have a good New Year, sir. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. Alex, same to you. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. Definitely appreciate it. Marvel Megatron is absolute psychopath. Yes, he is. I will definitely agree with you there for sure. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me on New Year's Eve and talking toys and comics and all that good stuff. Lots of fun. I want everybody to have a very safe and happy New Year. 2021 is here upon us. I can't believe it's already here. This year went by very quickly. And again, thanks to everybody who watches the channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share the videos, hit your little button there Make sure to like and join us on all the things over on Facebook. Join the conversation there. Upload pictures of your collections. I would love to see them. Feel free to post your pictures. Feel free to post links to your videos. I would love to see them over on the Facebook page. And then, of course, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Ultra Maximus Reviews and Twitter at Ultra__Maximus. And Alex, yeah, definitely, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great new year. And thanks to everybody. We will see you guys next year.